What is
up?
up?
Yo.
So what is going on, you guys? Welcome to the show. So look, this weekend was a busy fucking weekend. We had Comic-Con 2022. We had Warner Brothers panel. It wasn't really a DC panel, but it was a Warner Brothers Pictures panel, which is kind of strange because why don't you just call it DC? Whatever. And then you had Marvel, which I'm sorry, we'll talk about winners and losers, but Marvel fucking wiped the floor with them once again. I mean, it was just like, holy shit.
Dubs, man. Dubs all around for
They
them.
can't get anything right.
I think the word is domination. Dominated.
Yeah.
Dominated.
Owned. Clowned.
Absolutely dominated.
Yep.
And
Stole the show.
Clapped on. It's just plenty of terms you could apply
to the extreme. I mean, they released the entire slate for Phase 5 and Phase 6.
Bro, the fact, and I mentioned this shit last night, the fact that they're able to go out 4 years and tell you what's coming, these motherfuckers couldn't even tell us what's coming in fucking next year. And we know the movies are supposed to release for DC next year, but they didn't mention them at all. They couldn't tell you a goddamn thing.
They couldn't tell you shit. And that's a lack of leadership. Again, it's just like, what is happening with DC? Marvel had their shit all they had their shit together. They were fucking live streaming every single fucking day on YouTube on their Marvel stage. They had shit going on all fucking day. I mean, they were fucking, not only were they there, but they were a fucking presence there. It was like, what the fuck?
They came, they saw, they conquered.
Yeah.
That's it.
Unintended.
And,
unintended.
Markham at TV. Well, Zach is coming back to WB. He's gonna be the episode of Teen Titans. Now, I heard that happened a while ago. That's not something that he did recently. That's from what I heard. So that's the case. It's awesome that that he's gonna be a part of that.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
I don't think that is indicative of like, he's coming back. But hey, you know what? It's a positive sign. I'll take it.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say that this is sort of what it feels like to be a DC fan compared to a Marvel fan. There's Marvel with their whole Phase 5, and then come on, do something. Come on.
I mean, how do you have like 3 films shot in the can, right? Like, you got Aquaman, you've got The Flash, you've got Batgirl, all shot, all in the can. You've been working on the VFX for a couple months now, whatever. You're gonna seriously sit here and tell me with a straight face the only ones you can really push out right now are Black Adam and Shazam? When fucking Aquaman comes out in March, just a couple months after Shazam? Fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, and obviously the thought could be that, okay, well, they want to kind of avoid that because, you got Ezra Miller who's in controversy, you have Amber Heard. But to be honest, the Amber Heard situation to me seems so far in the past that I don't think anyone gives a shit right now.
Look, it's very easy, man. In my experience of watching Comic-Cons, because I'm a fan, I've been watching it for years and I've been seeing it. Never been, have been blessed enough to be there. I'd like that to happen, but at the same time, I've seen movies that have started filming 2 weeks before Comic-Con and show some goddamn footage.
What's up, Chubby Teddy? Exactly, show some damn fucking footage. DC got whooped.
I remember that cat fight. It lasted like 10 seconds.
And she got kicked in the head. Like,
dude, she fucked.
Yeah, Holly Holm fucked her up. In that fight.
Fucked her shit up.
Baby steps, I guess. I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know what it is anymore. And then you got The Rock, who shows up, fucking in his full suit. And it was. I'm sorry, but like, this was cool and all. But when I saw him do this, I was like, Cavill's not going to show up. Like, he's not going to come out in his full suit, garb, and then he's supposed to fucking, and Cavill's going to show up? How is that going to be? You know what I mean? And somehow he changed out of the suit in like minutes. That's what I heard.
Right. Minutes.
He
What
did.
is this thing right here? What is this? Is this like a...
It's part of the fucking harness. It's the harness. It's part of the harness,
I thought he could fly!
Come on now. No, I think like I just said, I've seen it so many times before. There's no reason why footage from some of the other movies even fucking sizzle reels, bro. Like those.
Something.
I've seen it before. That's the thing about it. I've seen it in years past where the technology wasn't this great. I've seen it in years past where movies literally started shooting like 3 weeks, bro. When the iconic time that Zach showed up at Comic-Con we got to see Gal for the first time in the suit. Like that time they were filming, they literally flew in, came in there, did that shit, and had to bounce immediately to get back to shooting. Like that's the kind of shit that can happen. You know what I'm saying? So like them not showing anything. And look, that shit was dope. And like I said, I was driving at the time, but I was still like keeping up with the shit. And I remember my wife was she because I was driving, so she was trying to keep me updated as far as because I can't just watch my fucking phone because I'm driving. She was like, "Oh, the stream got pulled down." I was like, "Well, let me see again."
Yeah, dude.
Like, oh shit! But what I'm saying is like, just like, there's no excuse for some.
They
of this
didn't even
stuff
show
like
the
that.
Flash. They didn't show the Flash. They look at this kind of thing. You have to have okay. This is my opinion. Okay, you can have your Black Adam and your Shazam panels. But you got to have a sizzle reel that shows both those films, some behind-the-scenes shots, along with The Flash and Aquaman. You have to show that you're building towards something, and they didn't do anything. I didn't understand that. What's up, Max? He says, hey, thank goodness we have MCU. WB made a mistake not showing Aquaman 2 stuff. Yeah, they really did. They really did. And what's up, Neil? He says they lost the flash drive.
What up, Neil? What's good, homie? No, but they just there's just zero excuse for what we saw. I mean, look, I really the Shazam trailer. No need to explain this. We all know you. Okay, relax, bro. Relax. If I was there, you'd have saw some shit. You know what I'm saying? But no,
I know, right?
There's no excuse for what happened with that panel on Sunday, man. And also, like in years past, and I understand there's not a new Harry Potter on the way or things of that nature, but like whenever Warner Brothers would have their panel, it would be at first they would come with the Warner Brothers films, like I said, like Harry Potter and things, and then it would bleed into the DC stuff, and then you'd have this big, huge, like sort of Warner Brothers extravaganza there that they've known in years past to just blow the doors off of the Hall H. But
2018, they had Shazam. They capped it with Shazam and Aquaman, right? But they brought fucking Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald, and they brought Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
That was the first time I remember seeing the King of the Monsters trailer, and I was on my ass watching that movie. But this time, they just brought Black Adam and Shazam. It's like, don't you guys have movies you're working on?
And that's the point. So if they are going to do a DC fandom, according to Deadline, if you still believe Deadline, they're going to have a DC fandom. When is that going to happen? Is that happening in August? Because we're almost there, and they haven't advertised shit. Now, granted, it doesn't take much, but it's still, I haven't seen anything to support a DC fandom unless it's happening in September, which is kind of strange. But on top of that, it's just if you're going to have a DC fandom, then it's sort of understandable that you didn't want to go full in, but you had to establish something. Right. And they didn't establish anything new. It was the same shit. And not only that, but The Rock had some interesting things to say behind the scenes. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And this is from comicbook.com and what's his name?
Brandon Davis.
Brandon Davis did the interview. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Heroes like Superman and the Justice Leaguers, who I imagine are very famous in this world. And have you and Henry talked about what that showdown might look like if it ever happened?
Yeah,
I will say this. I will say that.
I'm telling you, man.
I will say that
1,000 off.
Henry's a buddy.
Fuck, motherfucker! You know how fucking stupid you fucking are! No!
And he is a phenomenal Superman. He is a phenomenal Superman, and Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation.
Yep.
With respect to the other Supermans in the past.
Yep.
And every time I see him, we have some tequila. I always say, "That's Superman," and these guys will attest to that. So,
we're like, "Go! You have to go now."
Longtime business partner Danny Garcia, who you know, who's his sister. She has been a passionate advocate for Henry Cavill and his career for a very, very long time. So the reason why I say all that is because you got a lot of people who advocate on Henry's behalf and root for him to win, and I do root for him to win. And at the end of the day, he is a phenomenal Superman.
I mean, that's sort of where it felt like. I mean, it was just kind of like, what the fuck is happening here? Why? How could you not make this happen? But I'll tell you what. It really did feel like, based on his body language and his face, it felt like this is just me, but I feel like at the 11th hour they tried to make a play to get Cavill back on board and to be there, and it fucking fell apart again because he looked disappointed to me. He looked very disappointed that Cavill and that Superman was not represented at that panel.
Yeah.
Because imagine this. Okay, now imagine if you had Henry Cavill show up either in person or on the big screen, and then then you announce that you're going to do a DC fandom later this month or in September. Think how much hype will come from that, because you're like, we're going to get even more coming up. This is fucking great. And how much of that hype of having a Cavill Superman appearance, knowing that you're going to get more of him, how much that hype would have then helped boost their stock compared to what Marvel did. Phil, what do you think?
I think he answered the question in the best way that he thought he could.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't know. I have no idea why Warner Brothers fumbled the ball, didn't even bother shelling the cash out, because this is fucking Comic-Con, right? Like, this is Comic-Con. Like, they have dominated in certain areas in the past, right? Like, but again, I stress the emphasis. This is fucking superheroes. This is Comic-Con. This is where you were going to make a big splash. Like, this was the comeback year, right? And yet all they did was show Shazam and Black Adam in two completely separate panels. Didn't even bother have them like interact on stage in any capacity whatsoever, because these two characters, Shazam and Black Adam, have some very seasoned history with each other.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, how the fuck do you not capitalize on the fact that these two characters have so much seasoned history? How do you not take a chance on having them like face each other down and then maybe announce like a fucking, not a team up, but like a versus match between the two of them? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Me neither.
Real quick. Before we get to Anthony, this is something that I think we should address as well.
Yeah, because I was talking about before we went live. I was like, yo, this is just it's such an odd thing that, like, who leaked the info to Deadline? Bro, let me tell you something. And this is what I said. I was like, and then look, I don't know if this is for real. And I just had a thought that if Henry did indeed consider coming to Comic-Con for whatever, I think, if he wanted to surprise everyone and it got leaked, I'm sure you guys can't do a fucking thing right. I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
who knows what it could have been? I mean, I mean, this could happen as well. I mean, it could have been them, WB leaking it out themselves
because they want everybody to watch.
Yeah, but to me, it still kind of felt like, they weren't denying it. Now the director denied it. He said, by the end of this movie, he won't even know who they are. Which kind of says, wait a minute, what the fuck does that mean? How would he not know who anybody is? Like, and that could easily, again, just be something that he says to throw you off. But this right here, I will
say that.
I mean, that's what it felt like. It was like, come on, dude, spit it out. He's like,
look, man, and let's make no mistake about it. It was an L all the way around. An L on obviously on WBD's part. It was an L on, like, even with the two Shazam, it's Zachary Levi. Oh, so they asked some questions about Superman. Oh, I cannot confirm or deny. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you. Let me tell you something, and I got it. They didn't announce this shit till like 3 weeks ago. Warner Brothers wasn't even going to have a presence. What up, McLovin? They weren't even going to have a presence at fucking Comic-Con. All of a sudden, one morning I'm at work. Bam, The Rock, we're going to be at Comic-Con. Next thing I know, 2 hours later, Zachary Levi on social media, we're going to be at Comic-Con. Oh, shit. Like, they got thrown the bone real late. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 3 hours or 3 weeks from Comic-Con, you're like, we are going to do a panel. I feel like we need to. They're probably, look, man. Much respect to the cast and all that shit, and I guarantee you, when they hit him with this, they're probably like, "Really,
Gotta clear my schedule now. Thanks."
Yes, yeah, thanks. Like we were like as if they don't. They still have obligations and shit, but I'm just saying, like, they hit him with that shit, and then for them to get there and look so unprepared, I'm like, bro, you should have known. Are you not in touch? You're in touch. You guys got to be in touch. First of all, your publicist, get the fuck out of here. Slap the fuck out of all of them and be like, yo, because there's no way they let you walk on Comic-Con stage and not know they're gonna ask you a lot of questions about Cavill. What? Yeah, Cavill. And then they get on there and look dumb. They just look dumb when they got to ask the questions. They just look.
You know who I think
The Rock was like, well, it depends on who Superman is. Really? So if you cast another Superman, you're just gonna shut up. That was a bad answer. All of that shit was bad answers.
Bad. It was bad.
Bad answers. Like you
should
have. They knew it was gonna have. Go ahead, Phil. Yeah, for real.
You know who I think leaked it? You know who I think leaked that information? It was either one or two reasons. One, he thought he had something. Two, he was fucking with people.
Yeah.
Jeff Johns.
Hey, believable, man.
That guy.
I don't know him. Fuck that guy.
It's an unpopular opinion. I'll concede that, but the dude fucks his own company left and right. That's all I will say.
Yeah, no. The thing is that the way it was building up, I mean, you even had the fucking YouTubers like Soups and those guys all flipping the fuck out.
Oh,
John Campia talking about it, losing their shit. And so at that point, it's like if they just would have announced it, they would have fucking went ape shit. And so I believe, I mean, this is just me fucking conspiracy theory, or I should say, where is it? A tinfoil hat thinking here is that I think that they were trying to get it done and it did not happen. And that's why the Black Adam panel felt so awkward, because that was supposed to be a part of it and it didn't happen. And he was like, shit. I mean, he looked disappointed. I mean, look at him in this video. I mean, he doesn't look very happy. He's like, oh,
no, he's not. He's not. And I think also, look, this dude is not used to. I'm gonna tell you, man. Whatever went on online and on social media and things of that nature, post this panel, that dude's not used to that shit. Like The Rock is used to fucking universal praise everywhere he goes. So look, there was some boos in the crowd when he answered the question where he did, well, it depends on who Superman is. It was like half boos, half like, oh, really, motherfucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I could listen to the crowd and hear them just like in the crowd sounds. It was just like half boos, half like, and I'm like, you had to know that question was gonna be asked. How do you not answer it better than that?
How do you answer that question like that? How do you go? I'll say this.
Dude,
you know what?
You knew it was gonna get asked. You knew it was gonna get asked, man. And it's so fucking like, look at him again.
Henry's a buddy. I will say that Henry's a buddy.
Fuck, motherfucker!
Because this is probably what he's saying to himself.
No!
And he is a phenomenal Superman.
I think Brandon Davis like, hey.
He is a.
He didn't want. Hey, The Rock didn't want to dap him because it's like, you fucker for asking that question. You know what? I didn't want to dap you, but I'll do it because cameras are on. Yeah, exactly. But still, they should have known that was coming. They all of that. It was a total, like, a big old L for the entire fucking thing. And look, like I said, I thought the Shazam trailer was fire. I thought the footage that they showed from Black Adam, that trailer was better than the little teaser they showed. That shit was dope. But their panel, their entire day there was an L.
Their presence was just not up to snuff.
No.
Straight up.
And what was the deal with where is it? What the hell is this? I don't know what that is.
It's what?
What was up with this?
Oh, somebody tapping on the arm?
Yeah,
it's probably like, hey,
okay, that's enough. Stop asking questions, please.
That's probably Danny Garcia. Like, shut that shit down, bro. Chill with the motherfucker. Chill, motherfucker.
That's Superman. And these guys will attest to that.
It was so awkward. I was like, what?
My longtime business partner, Danny Garcia, who you know,
I guess that's his brother,
who just
his
tapped him
sister.
in the arm.
World.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it's just, I don't know, man. That did not play out very well. To me, that was an L. If he needed to be able to answer that question
There
immediately
we go.
and with a solid answer. Instead, he hesitated. He had to
And
think
look,
about
man,
it, and it just showed that they were not prepared for him not to be there. To me, this reminds me. And this is kind of wild, but this reminds me of in the Super Bowl 50. Cam Newton was so confident that his Panthers were going to win that game, and when they lost, he couldn't even do the press conference. He walked off.
Oh
he was just like,
he did. Yeah.
he just got up and left because he was. So to me, I feel like The Rock was so confident that he was going to get Cavill there that when it didn't happen, he was just like, "Holy fuck! Now I got to go out there and deal with this shit. Fucking put me in the damn suit."
Still should have been. I think my main problem with it is just like the both of them, and obviously you didn't get to see anything from Zachary after his panel, but like I think they should have been better prepared for those questions because they knew it was coming, bro. Like I just don't understand how like they all acted brand new to just the questions. Like, bro, they're gonna ask these things. You mean to tell me you came to Comic-Con panel and you didn't know that Deadline dropped some shit about Henry Cavill showing up like fucking 4 days? Like, you're going to have to answer to him not being there. It doesn't matter. By the fact that you are Black Adam or you're Shazam and that you're in these movies and you've signed these contracts and you're these actors, you're going to have to answer to that. I hate it, but that's just part of the job. You're going to have to answer to that shit when fans ask these questions because you can't obviously just be like, you know what, I don't have to answer shit from y'all. Y'all are just fans. Then you done fucked up for surezies. Like you fucked up for real. Ain't nobody gonna watch a damn movie if you say some shit like that. So like you have to like they know the game. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for years. Both of these actors have been doing it for years. That's why I'm so astounded by how badly they handled those questions when asked. I'm like, bro, really? Like, even if The Rock is like is just struck like because Henry didn't show up, I'm sure he knew Henry wouldn't be there 2 hours before the fucking panel started. Let's get your shit together. He ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I doubt they told him right when he had the suit on and he's about to, ascend the stage and look cool. I doubt somebody came in his ear and said, "Hey, Dwayne, I hate to tell you this now, but Henry ain't coming." No, he knew that shit 2 or 3 hours before that fucking panel started. If even that close.
But even that is not a lot of time. Now, okay, so this again, I'm gonna preface this. Okay, this is a little tinfoil hat because internally it makes a lot of sense what he's saying here, and so that's why I am gonna pull it up. But where the hell is it? Where'd it go? It got pushed up. That's why. To me, Feige came more prepared in anticipation of a Snyderverse restoration than most of us guys. It felt like he wanted to make sure that, like, hey, no one's going to fuck with us. No matter what they throw at us, nothing's going to fuck with us. We're putting our stamp on Comic-Con and fuck those guys. And they did. They fucking wiped the floor with them.
In fact, he probably, obviously by the time his panel went on, he knew. He probably knew. Trust me, I'm telling you, that dude probably saw that rumor dropped by Deadline, like, Henry's supposed to show up. He ain't coming. All right, let's keep going with our plans for our panel on Saturday. You got all the trailers ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems as though, like, well, he comes with it every time anyway. When Feige comes to Comic-Con, he doesn't fuck around, bro. If you can, I don't give a fuck how accurate your timeline is. If you can throw a timeline up on the screen and talk to the crowd and have them hype us, it doesn't matter what's on it because it can change. But he still had that. You understand what I'm saying? And he brought several this year.
Eric, dude, oh my God. They probably knew several days before. Collider and Frosty put out a report that Cavill was. I know, right? It was like, what the fuck?
Fuck that guy.
It's almost like a company who primarily makes reality television isn't good for a comic book universe. Yeah, it's just what's funny is that like my kids and I we watch like Naked and Afraid that show all the time, and that's a Discovery show under Zaslav's watch when he was over there, and it's like they just can't seem to get this right. In fact, this is yet another. This is what it felt like. This is what it felt like when Marvel came in, took the stage, and said, "DC, get the fuck out of here." This is kind of what it felt like right here. And let me see. Sound on? Yeah. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Just like. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, it's just, I mean, look at even in slow motion. Oh, you know what I mean? It's like,
Bro, his back
that's
is
what it
fucked.
felt like. They were
No,
like, yeah,
but
get out of here with this
Nova
shit.
Joe, yes. Nova Joe says so fandom pop. Joe, they haven't announced that yet though. They ain't said shit about a fandom this year at all.
The only time we've heard it is from Deadline. So take that with a grain of salt now. They're the ones
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, look, to me, it felt like, I don't know who, I don't know what, but it felt like somebody wanted them to put that out there, and then it fucking circulated and circulated and circulated to the point where I was convinced it was going to happen. I was like, dude, I think he's going to show up, dude. This is going to be badass.
Yeah, a lot of us were, just because of the source it came from, and then it just seemed like, yo, that'd be fire, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
And Prakash, who's one of the he's one of the members as well, but he's also one of the members of the Tinfoil Hat Society. He says, "I'm saying this because Phase 6 was incomplete. They didn't need to show that until." He's right. They didn't need to show that, but they did anyway. So like they came ready to fucking launch everything, and to their credit, they did, and they destroyed. They slayed it.
Yeah, fucking just.
Okay,
yeah.
so now that we kind of covered that, let's go into. Well, I mean, here's the thing: is that like you didn't even have a Rock and Shazam face off. You didn't have the Rock and Henry or Zachary Levi face off on stage. How do you not fucking do that? How do you not put those two together? And they were both there. And yet you didn't do it.
That's L's, man. It's called an L. It's called a fucking L, bro. It's called. Yeah, and look, I got it. I can sit back and I got. They're going. There's still a transitional period with this company. Like I got that. But at the same time, if that's the case, if it's such an like upheaval, I'm not gonna say bad upheaval, but if it's just like an upheaval just because of what comes with transferring company ownership from one person to another, I got that. Then don't come out 3 weeks ago and be like, oh, we're gonna be at Comic-Con, motherfuckers. No, just don't come to Comic-Con. You understand what I'm saying?
That's it, man.
Have a goddamn DC fandom in November or some weird shit like that, but don't come to Comic-Con half-ass just to be at Comic-Con. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if they knew that like stuff hadn't been settled, they couldn't show footage from this other shit because there's just a lot of shit still up in the air, then guess what, bro? Just don't show up. Then you wouldn't be catching this hell that you're catching right now because Marvel could have went in there, did their own thing. Nobody would. They could probably talk shit to DC, just be like, you know, we hadn't seen, but they didn't show. If they hadn't shown up on that stage with what they showed up with, that's why catching the L. So, like I'm saying, like if there's a lot going on, I can understand that because yes, the company is transferring ownership and all of those things, and they're a couple of months in. But if that's the case, then don't just bring the movies to Comic-Con. Just don't do that. Just don't do it.
Here's
you know
the
what I'm
thing is that like you can have your DC fandom, okay, and I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
But when you come to Comic-Con, a place that you haven't been in what 2.5, 3 years, that no, not even Marvel was there. But this year, Marvel was there, and then Warner Bros. Showed up. Wasn't a DC panel because I think it may have been what they were afraid of was that they didn't have enough set up to do a full DC panel. And so again, they showed weakness, in my opinion, and they didn't even put. Anthony was on here last week and the week before that saying they got to have Zachary Levi and The Rock face off. Instead, what do you get? You get this fucking shit where they're behind the scenes talking to each other. Let's see, let me rewind this shit. Look, there they are talking. Oh, hey, what's up? He looks terrified. He's like, oh shit, he's really a lot bigger than I thought. And I mean, look, I mean, it's just he's drinking Voss.
He's like, I am afraid to go toe to toe with you in costume because I'm just afraid you're gonna.
Yo, there's
out of me.
Yeah, I think the look on both their face. You can't see The Rock that good, but he's obviously not smiling. And there's no sound, so I have a feeling that it's they might be back there talking about, yo, they gonna ask us those questions, man. Probably.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, but here's the thing, you're there's so much that goes into it. It's like I've never like, you know, I always said like celebrities and things of that nature, they're humans too, and like they deserve. But like when you take on the mantle of a superhero, there's a responsibility there. And I think when it comes to this, like, you guys, look, man, if it's shitty behind the scenes and it's causing you guys to like have to give dumb answers to questions in front of the largest audience possible, fucking deal with that shit. Like I'm saying, like, The Rock is a big enough star. Zachary Levi, big star, probably he's not as big as The Rock, but like if there's a certain point where you could be like, yo, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the fucking this movie doesn't work without me. So look, this is what I'm gonna need from y'all motherfuckers. I'm gonna need you guys to goddamn step this shit up and do something better than have me on stage looking like an asshole, because that's exactly what happened to him. And it's like the look on The Rock's face in that interview with Brandon Davis, it was confusing. It was also like, man, these motherfuckers have put me in a spot. You knew you were gonna be in that spot though, so you should have handled that shit
He was just pissed that he was in the spot. He was like,
but I'm saying he knew
bullshit.
He knew he was gonna be in that spot. There's no fucking way you think you're gonna come to Comic-Con and these couple of roles, Shazam and Black Adam, and somebody in the crowd is not gonna be like, yo, what up with Henry though? Somebody's gonna ask that. It doesn't fucking matter if it's an 8-year-old kid who's dressed like Henry Cavill. He's like, I just want to know if Henry's come back, or if it's a dude that's fucking 45 years old and he's got a Superman shirt on. He's just like, yo, Henry's my favorite Superman. What's good with Henry? Like, you're gonna get asked that fucking question.
What's crazy is that when the fans ask questions, I'm surprised somebody didn't say, hey, is Henry Cavill coming back as Superman? That's what they should have asked him point. Point blank. That's
the other thing that they
you can't tell the crowd, hey, no Superman questions.
No, but you can't. But I guarantee you this. I thought this shit like 7, 8, 9 years ago at Comic-Con. Whenever they let fans ask a question, before the motherfuckers get the mic, they say, what's your question? Oh, it's that. Next. Come on. If somebody came and their question.
Zachary Levi was asked, like, you know, are you and Black Adam going to fight? Oh, I don't know. Next question. Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
What?
Well,
what?
They ask the director, what's his name?
Joe may call it Sarah or David Sandberg.
David Sandberg. They asked, they said, is there going to be a lot of cameos in this? And he said, I'll just say this: a lot happens in the movie, and that was it.
Yeah,
which I was like, okay.
See, and I think he handled that question better than either of these two actors handled the fucking questions about fighting each other or Henry Cavill. Like that, like he answered in a way which is pretty much, you know, if you follow Pony Smasher on social media, that's him. Mm-hmm. That's how he answers fan questions and stuff. He's a funny dude. I love him. I love him to death. He's a great director, and I think he handles the social media stuff really well.
And fuck that dude. He blocked me. Fuck him. I don't care.
Hey, man. He blocked me.
And everybody,
motherfucker, cry in a
Pony
corner.
Smasher. Boo.
Everyone
cry in a corner.
Welcome Ryan Zeverfett, host of Zeverfett, and also the director of Star Wars Rising Threat. What's going on, man? Okay.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
What's that?
As far as Wan's question, he said that because that's the only thing he could think of to say at a certain point in time. He said, "Why did he say it depends on who plays?" Because for some reason, which, like I said, should have been prepared for that question. They asked him that question. Yeah. It depends on who's playing Superman. Fucking really?
Yeah. That's not. Okay, so I told Andre the exact same thing. I was like, "Yo, he should have been ready."
He should have been ready. Yes. Now let's watch that interview one more time on the video that I made, because Ryan wasn't here to see the interview. So
what y'all talk about? Where are we?
Heroes like Superman and the Justice Leaguers, who I imagine are very famous in this world. And have you and Henry talked about what that showdown might look like if it ever happened?
I will say this. I will say that Henry's a buddy. And he is a phenomenal Superman. He is a phenomenal Superman, and Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With respect to the other Supermans in the past.
Yep.
And every time I see him, we have some tequila. I always say, that's Superman. And these guys will attest to that. So my longtime business partner, Danny Garcia, who who's his sister. She has been a passionate advocate for Henry Cavill
why is that girl in the back
his career
Why is that girl in the back have to
for
wear
a
a
very,
fucking
very
mask?
long
She got
time.
COVID.
So the reason why I say all that is because there's a.
At this point now, he's just like, "Fuck, get me
You
out
know
of here."
what? You know, they probably told him don't ask any Superman questions, and he did. You know how they
he
do
did
that?
it anyway. He was like,
He did. He was like,
when they started talking about Danny Garcia, I think that's probably who tapped him on his fucking arm, just in like, bro. And she's a big old. If you've ever seen Danny Garcia, that's
you think Danny tapped
big,
the interviewer?
Yeah. Did you see his hand getting tapped?
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out, bro.
Well, hold on. Rewind. Let's see that hand again.
It's yeah, like that.
So, my longtime business partner, Danny Garcia, who who's his sister, is a phenomenal Superman.
Yeah, right.
Henry Cavill is the Superman of our generation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With respect to the other Supermans in the past. And every time I see him, we have some tequila. I always say, "That's Superman." And these guys will attest to that. So
I don't know. That didn't look like
my
a
longtime business partner, Danny Garcia, who's his sister. She has been a passionate advocate for Henry Cavill and his career for a very, very long time. So the reason why I say all that is because you got a lot of people who advocate on Henry's behalf and root for him to win, and I do root for him to win. And at the end of the day, he is a phenomenal Superman.
Well, that was the
Wow.
most accurate thing he said.
It was so fucked. He was
I
like,
know.
"Oh,
He was
God."
like, Superman. Henry Cavill is a friend.
Yeah,
he's a friend to everyone.
Yeah,
and Superman Kal-El is a friend.
The poor, there's just. It's an all-around L, man. It's an all-around L.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we were saying last week.
It's from the poor preparation to both those. Like I've been saying it before you got here. Right? It's just like neither one of them. You knew somebody was gonna fucking ask you those questions, and their responses were so bad.
Well, not only that,
I can neither confirm nor deny. Shut the fuck up. You're in a movie.
Oh, I didn't hear him. I didn't. Yeah, they asked him.
They asked him on his.
During the panel, they asked him,
and he said, "I can neither confirm nor deny Superman or whatever." I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck! Like this is bad. This is very, very bad." Yeah.
I'm sorry, but these people they get coached. You know, off stage.
Look,
they
Anthony.
Look,
I don't
like
you were caught off guard, and we get it. You know.
Yeah. I like that. They should have done the Microsoft thing.
That's too funny.
No, it was just a great answer, ACS.
It was the most again. It was the most political answer that you could give. It was like, Superman is a hero. We all have known Superman since the 1930s, and we've all known Henry for quite some time. And I advocate for Henry, and I also advocate for Superman.
I advocate for him to win, but he won't beat me in a fight. Because that's just how The Rock rolls. It's in his contract to not lose any fight he's in on screen.
That's it, man. That's it.
It's a draw.
And guys, honestly,
right.
I mean, again, another way of looking at how this day went for DC or Warner Brothers Discovery would be kind of like this. It started out great.
That's Shazam getting that fucking the drop.
Yeah, Shazam was out ahead.
Oh, Shazam went ahead.
Yeah, Shazam went ahead because Black Adam didn't get as many views on his on his teaser, on his trailer. And you know what? I mean, I liked both. Personally, I liked both trailers.
Yeah, they both were
fine. I think everyone here did.
It doesn't wipe away the last trailer that we had of Black Adam, which that shit's in the movie. Like he's holding a rocket.
Crazy talk.
Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. That shit's still in the damn movie. But this is a better, well constructed, edited trailer for Black Adam, which got me hyped. I was
Why?
like,
because it had no humor in it.
Dude. No, I don't mind.
humor.
I don't mind
I know.
humor.
Oh, I know.
I don't mind humor, but I don't want stupid humor. Like Thor Ragnarok or Thor fucking.
Okay,
Love
see,
and
here's the
Thunder
thing,
game.
though. Here's the thing. You already know you're gonna get stupid fucking humor from that movie because it's Taika fucking Waititi, and all that dude is stupid fucking humor. Okay, okay, ran over.
What?
She's
a witch.
She's
like, woo, let's go.
No, see, here's the thing with that movie. I'm looking forward to all like Lucy Liu. Like, I think she's gonna be fire in it.
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren. Look, it's gonna be dope.
Helen
I thought,
Mirren
like you
old
just
as
said,
shit, though.
I thought
Like in her
both
eyes.
trailers.
Big fucking deal.
Old as shit.
I thought
she's
both trailers
old.
were-
I mean, what are you gonna do? And look, there's some of the
De-age
cast
her.
right there.
They can de-age her.
They can de-age her.
Like I
Look
like
how
the way
many
you looked.
people were there.
I like the way you looked in Excalibur.
Well, that's
No,
Tiffany
it was
Smith,
packed, man. They
Zachary
fucking
Levi, David Sandberg, Billy Batson, Asher Angel, Freddie, and then Lucy Liu. Yeah.
And the little girl from
Smith,
DC that nobody cares
Smith,
about. Like
something
cut
Smith.
her out.
Something Smith. Yeah, she's a
Wow, just
Nobody
say you hate women and
about
move
that
about
girl.
your day, dude. Jesus Christ.
Hey, no, I like the other ladies on the screen.
Whatever.
No, Tiffany Smith.
some more
can
of them
really
on panel.
She can get the fuck out
Yes,
of here.
thank you. Right there.
I
Right there.
remember
Fire.
seeing
That's a fire
I
comment.
can't remember what movie it was, but there was a premiere for it, and like there were mad fans cheering her as she walked up the red carpet. She didn't like you have there were stars in front of her and behind her shaking hands with the crowd as they went up the fucking red carpet, and she walked like she didn't hear nobody. I was like,
She's
do
just
you
like
think you're
Anthony
fucking
Mackie.
you're Amber Heard right now? Like you literally just walked by these fans asking to just meet you,
Yeah.
and Amber Heard just literally shook 1,000 motherfuckers' hands, and you can't do it. Get out of here. Get the fuck
Exactly.
Out of here. Get out of here.
I can't agree with this more. First Black Adam teaser had me hyped. The first full trailer dulled my hype, and the latest one got me hyped again.
Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh yeah, the teaser, right? Okay,
Yeah, the
gotcha.
teaser
Yeah,
was much
teaser's
better.
fire.
than
The
trailer.
teaser was dope.
Yes,
The teaser was dope.
fire.
Where all the not guards, but all the
the
soldiers came
mercenaries,
in. Right,
yeah.
the mercs. That was
Yeah.
Not yet. Super Red is not yet. We're going to get to Marvel in a minute. But that was it was very underwhelming. What?
What?
That's such a crazy picture he put up there. What the fuck?
Somebody did that. Somebody got on his account.
Why would he have that?
I don't know. That's probably Meg. Meg did that, or Joey. Meg
Yeah.
and Joey did that.
But I mean, like they
oh,
had
there
a
he changed
full-on
it back.
panel. They changed it back, but they had a full-on panel.
Yeah.
And I don't
didn't
know
see
why
the
they don't.
panel.
I don't understand why they don't just put this on the internet for everyone to watch. Like, why make it exclusive? I don't know.
Well, because they're trying to get people to give a shit about San Diego Comic-Con again. Like it's exclusive.
I can't play this because they'll take me down. But this trailer was a lot better.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was cool. It was straight to the point. It was shorter. I'm
still hoping that that's like a false history. Like he's lying to people. These people that he's lying to the Justice Society. And
to be honest, I absolutely think you're right on that. It would not surprise me if at the very end, Dr. Fate is able to find out like
that
they didn't
he's
kill
really,
your son.
yeah.
You killed your son in order to get that ability.
To get the powers, right?
Yeah,
right.
And then
because it's the wizard from Shazam and Shazam 2, Digimon Aslu is the one that he recruits kids. So I think back then he was going to recruit Teth Adams' kid, and I'm hoping that they keep that intact.
That would be a cool twist for the end of the movie, where now that he's back and now that he's out in the world, you find out, oh no, like he actually is evil.
Yeah.
And then
and if that's the case, they're doing a really good job with this last trailer with Pierce Brosnan, kind of building him out to be sort of more of like an anti-hero Venom kind of thing.
Well, in the comics, he killed his nephew in order to get the ability.
It was his nephew,
yeah. He killed his nephew, and then he pushed his nephew off the cliff, and then he got struck by the lightning to get the power. But I think in this one, they're gonna, instead of being the nephew, they're gonna make it his son. And so it wouldn't surprise me if that was a plot twist, was that those savages or whatever, the oppressors, weren't the ones that killed him. He killed him, and I would say he killed him trying to get the power instead of him, and he ended up like knocking him off and killing him. You know what I mean? Not
and he wanted to use the power to go against his oppressors.
Yes. It includes like that would be a dope twist. I think it would be. And then like, there are rumors out there that Dr. Fate dies in this, or at least that the embodiment of Pierce Brosnan. Thank you. And it would make sense if at the end, and I'm just guessing, spitballing, it'd be cool if at the end he figures out that he actually killed his son to get that power.
Yeah.
And that's when Black Adam kills him. You know what I mean? So that like he took that to the grave with him.
So you're scooping that's a scoop.
I'm not scooping at all. This is straight up part of the where is it? The here it is. The Tinfoil Hat Society.
Yes, that society. It is the membership is free.
Doesn't take much. Just don't be a slug.
Don't be a slug. Don't be a sluggo.
Yes.
And at the same time, guys, smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe and become a member and join the Patreon. These are a list of some of the members who are here with us right now and also over on Patreon as well to help support the channel. The links are down below in the description. So, guys, I guess we may not ever see this happen.
Oh.
I don't know.
Take that off the screen right now. Yeah, we're not going to see that shit. Thank you, Boss Logic, for creating something we'll never see.
I know. It's so sad. It's so sad.
It would be awesome if they were just like, we're just not going to reveal it right now or whatever. Or if negotiations still haven't, been inked yet.
Hey,
because I mean, he's not. I don't see any reason for him to be actually in the movies, in Fury of the Gods or in Black Adam. But he needs to. I still say he needs to be in this universe. He needs to be. No.
That was for Steve to say in his comment.
Oh, Steve, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
So, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Okay, so this trailer I thought was better than expected. I actually, I really feel like this is gonna be. It's gonna feel a lot like the first one.
Yeah,
first Shazam movie. I wasn't turned off by the teaser. I wasn't turned on. It's kind of gross. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was good. I enjoyed the trailer. Phil, what did you think?
I liked it. I liked it quite a bit, actually. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed it. I thought the Fast and Furious joke was actually pretty funny. I was genuinely surprised by how big and spooky the dragon looked. But then again, given Sandberg's previous work with the first film and how scary he made the 7 Deadly Sins, yeah, I'm here for it. I honestly, I kind of like this trailer just a little bit more than Black Adam.
Well, it had more to it. It had a lot more to it. And there's more characters involved too. And
I think the reason for that is they're trying to keep Black Adam under wraps. Like, you haven't even seen the villain of Black Adam yet, like that red horned guy,
Sabak.
Yes.
You haven't even seen him yet.
You never will.
I think, and you never will.
You never will.
I think they're trying to keep a lot of it, under wraps until and I'm hoping maybe this is the last trailer we get until you start getting TV spots in October.
September.
Is it September?
It releases in October, but I can see them starting to do TV spots late September. That's usually how they roll.
Sure. Obviously, it's really Headless cameo, post-credits BA. Badass.
Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, it was announced that Amanda Waller will be in Black
Henry.
Adam.
No way, Headless Superman is me. Francis is Henry.
It's for Black Adam.
Yeah. I agree, Clue. I think the Headless Superman and the Shadow Superman of this universe has gotten more screen time almost than Henry Cavill.
It just fucking sucks.
It sucks.
In fact, I would say this: when it comes to Warner Brothers panel at Comic-Con, it was a fail. And we're still living in what the fuck.
That's still a thing.
That's still a thing.
They took our hopes and they blew them away.
Because the roadmap for success for DC and Warner Brothers, it's still not too detailed yet. Through the road.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan that Ann Sarnoff she was talking about, and now she's let go. And I mean, what's very funny or very interesting is that there's a lot of people who said, hey, all these people need to leave in order for us to get back on track or on some semblance of a track. But it's funny that like Warner Brothers, the perception that they continue to put out, even with under new management with David Zaslav and company from Discovery, it just seems like it's business as usual with these guys. You know, it's like, well, we don't have these people anymore that you said.
Zaslav's going to change everything, right? Zaslav's going to come in.
Zaslav the magician fucking
I mean, he's cleaning house. He's cleaning house.
He cleaned house, but the SOP isn't different, you know? I guess okay. No, yeah,
I just back.
Okay. Yeah, so they still got the game plan, you know, DC Films still, even though this dude right over here is gone, but still on the lot. You know, Hamada is still, you know, heading up DC. So it's like, okay,
well,
what the fuck are you gonna do, dude? This
well,
sucks.
You can say that, but we got a break to break. Goodbye, Toby. Welcome, Pam Abney and Mike DeLuca, the new CEOs and co-chairs of Warner Brothers Film Group. So on their roster, right, Walter Hamada is no longer listed, and these two are officially listed on the roster as chairperson and CEO of Warner Brothers Film Group, and same with Michael DeLuca.
But Hamada is DC Films president.
Right, but what I'm saying is that on their roster list on their website, Hamada is not there anymore. He's not listed anymore as head of DC Films.
Okay, I got
so that could be a huge sign that he's on his way out. I mean, it's been said already that it's like Mike Zero. It's been said that, you know, he was on his way out as it is. So let's hope that does happen. But we'll see. I don't know. I can either.
I mean, if we do say farewell to Hamada, we say hello to possible more Cyborg.
That's true.
Genuine
possibility.
I mean, that's a trade up. That's a definite trade up.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. And this is good news that more changes happening. Oh fuck, Walter. We haven't talked in forever, so I figured you already knew about this. Sorry, buddy.
Don't you have an office to pack up, Mr. Hamada?
Yeah, pack your shit up.
I need to make some calls.
Yeah, you do, to find another job.
He's like, I'm just gonna go back to my office over at New Line. I'm still on the lot, just like my buddy Toby.
Is her name Pam or Pan?
That's how old Hollywood.
I think I have I think I can get this Pan situation.
Yeah, I mean, like
just
we were
shut
saying,
up. Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scotty, don't. But no, I definitely agree that he's on his way out. I think that he's just basically there until they find a clear replacement, and that's basically it. So that's probably why his name was removed.
Every time I see him, I always think like George Takei. Like that's the way that Walter speaks, even though he doesn't. Just that's I always thinking like hello, like whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Like welcome, welcome to DC Films.
Okay,
I'm
so in the poll, I said who won Comic-Con, Marvel or DC. 94% of the votes went to Marvel, so Marvel is the clear winner in that poll. No surprise there. But I'm gonna put another one in the poll right now. Let me see.
Do you think Henry will come back?
No.
Oh, wait, there's a D at the end.
I know.
Yeah, that's one of the funniest scenes in movies in history. That's just funny as fuck. I love it.
Hilarious.
Spelled that wrong.
What?
Trying to write a fucking name. I think I spelled it wrong again.
Oh, Steve. Yeah, Steve is Steve. I did see somebody post a GIF. They were saying the Marvel visual effects artists after all the announcements at Comic-Con, like, God damn,
we're just a horrible experience.
Because I heard they get treated like shit, bro, and I heard it's like, yo, deadlines that are just like unrealistic. Like, yo, we promised everyone that these 6 episodes of Miss Marvel will be out in May. You're not done yet. Just put it out there. Just put it out there.
All you have for Phase 5 and Phase 6 is a fucking timeline.
Phase 6 only had 3 pictures. What is this?
Why did it take you 3 months?
Also, DeLuca was going to be a producer on Gavin O'Connor's services. I mean, that didn't get off the ground at all. I don't think that. I mean, I see where you're getting at, but to me, that's reaching.
That's an L.
That's an L. That's a no.
I think
Precaution. We
O'Connor
love
was
you.
working on a script. That's as far as he got.
That was for Precaution, not you, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Phil's like, hey,
Oh,
fuck
I'm
you
aware.
guys.
I'm aware.
Oh no! What is this?
What?
Oh god, I can't. I can't.
What?
There's
What
no
is it?
way.
Do
There's
it.
No
absolutely
way.
no
Do
way.
it.
There's no effing way.
Oh, good job.
My bad, guys. My source is incorrect about
Oh.
Cavill.
You know
He
what?
was gonna
I
say-
will accept that apology.
It's not really him. He'll never.
We all know who that is. We all know who that is.
Who is it?
It's Mikey Sutton.
Why did you say that name?
Ain't no way.
He's
way.
like,
Get the
he's like, guys, Henry Cavill, the shoe in.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, for what?
All right, here we go. Video on demand. Jurassic World
Mm.
and Black Phone sweep. Zack Snyder's Justice League is third on Vudu. That's a good sign that hey, it's number 3 on the purchase list
Yeah.
for Vudu.
Man, still in the top 10. Sweet.
This is a great scene. And then, again, another scene that got deleted from Justice League,
yeah.
which
Why did you say that name?
which is just crazy enough as it is. I mean, like, it's insane. And like,
well, for it to be in the top 3 is good because those movies just came out like a
Yeah.
month or 2
Month ago.
Yeah,
A month
exactly.
ago.
So like for this movie that came out last year and fucking like that's fire, dude. That's fire for it to be the third on the list. Behind those, I mean, and those are popular movies. Oh,
all of
Jesus.
us.
That's a good one. Bro. I can't even fuck with
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good
I'm not
one,
even
man.
gonna fuck with that. But the other one was good
God,
too. I'm
bro.
not even gonna do it. But yeah, so I mean, look, that's cool. You know, we all support that. Good for Zack Snyder. Good for Zack
Yo,
Snyder's
hey, please
Justice
call me
League.
SK, man. That's I know it's controversial, but no, bruh. There's a thing when it comes to Zack's footage. It's in the fucking a ratio that was not in that fucking trailer. So I refuse.
You know what?
there was the footage at the beginning, and I know some people were like, "Yo, oh shit, it's Zack's." I was like, to a certain extent, yes, but like
They've done it before.
yeah, that stuff
They've-
was still shown in like, you know what I mean?
I just mean like they've used his footage to promote other stuff before. Like
Sure.
they did the same shit with Justice League. They
And
used
the- and
footage
the
that he
thing
shot.
is-
But
when
they
you're
didn't
when
even
you're
use.
visually looking at something, you're going to pick the superior visuals,
Sure,
right, to promote
yeah.
whatever it is, right?
yeah, and
It's
his-
not. It's like no, we're gonna use that one scene with Batfleck when he's out of the costume, but not completely.
yeah,
And
but
Wonder
he's got
Woman's
on
gonna
skin
give him a
suit.
rub down.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna do that. Yeah, it's look, as much as I would have loved to like 50 said, they've done that shit before.
I hope so, Niner for life. I hope so. Don't let me down on that.
Guys,
Yeah,
I've been
it-
hearing
it
that
was.
we're gonna
It
hear
was.
more on in Fandom.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
sure.
you can hang on to that. You can hang on
Whenever
to that.
fandom actually happens.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so here is this is from Krypton Cage. I gotta move this over here so we can see everything.
Mhm.
This is from Krypton Cage. He made this video
Oh,
where you see the Justice League trailers and
Yeah.
the Shazam trailer. So it was used in the Zack Snyder Justice League on the bottom. So
Oh,
you can see that all this footage was used. Color grading is a little bit different,
Mhm.
but
sure.
it was all used in the same.
There you
trailer,
go.
in the
That's
original
how I'm
Justice
putting in
League
that
trailer.
work, Joe. This is a good video, man. I like this. I
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
And to me, I mean, some people saw this and was like, "Oh, look, he's this is trying to be a hater or whatever." No, I think what Krypton is doing is he's showing you, "Hey, look, don't get too ahead of yourself because this was used in the original trailer
Mhm.
and it was used in Zack's trailer as well."
Mhm.
So, I mean, again, and we've talked about this before. I'm so confident that they are going to refer to a Justice League movie. They
Yeah.
never really say which one it is. They may even have references to it, like, "Oh yeah, remember when when I went back in time," or Iris might be, he saved me. But then they're also probably gonna have references to what happened in the theatrical cut. He might make a reference that he raised Superman. You know what I mean? So I think that they're going to try and have some references to the movies, and they'll never actually say which one is actually canon because they don't want to address it. They want to try to
That's why.
avoid that.
That's why I differ with you a little bit. I think that they're going to address themes. Like, hey, remember when we fought Steppenwolf? Both movies fought Steppenwolf.
Exactly.
Aquaman.
Right. And they'll do stuff that where there's synergy with the movies. Even though they're completely different movies, they'll bring in references that is very ambiguous. I don't think they'll be very specific. I don't think they'll be like, hey, remember when I was running around and there were hot dogs everywhere? They're not going to go that specific.
I mean,
they reference the Snyder Cut. No,
based on the quote unquote leaks, if you believe them or not, they say that that she makes a reference. Iris makes a reference to the Flash saving her life, and also there is supposedly he talks about going back in time, about how we time traveled a little bit. So if that's the case, then he didn't do that in the theatrical cut. He did in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So. But that's what I'm saying.
He had to have done it at some point, even before Zack Snyder's Justice League, because he had that rule. It's like, never again or whatever, right?
But that was in Zack Snyder's Justice League. That was not in
I understand that. But also with Iris West, like, you saved me or whatever, like, okay, you can stretch the imagination that he saved her at some point in time in their lives.
True. I mean, but still, it's just, man.
People are going to work out their own.
The problem is
the thing is
she wasn't. The problem. That's the fucking problem. Is that why is there so much fucking headcanon?
Because Warner Brothers and DC films are they're not bold enough to like really dig their feet in the ground and say, you know what, this is our canon. This is it. I mean, hell, Zack Snyder was more bold to say my film is Elseworlds. But they're not. They're a bunch of pussies.
It feels like at Warner Brothers in the DC department, as they're trying to work on things, the execs come in and just fuck it up. It kind of feels something like this.
Hey, yo! Shut the fuck up!
They're like, oh, sorry, we're not doing that anymore. Stop! It's just crazy, man. It's like you have the most iconic characters in Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, fucking even Aquaman at this point, and you cannot capitalize it. You can't even get fucking Henry fucking Cavill to show up at Comic-Con. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is the biggest fucking L that they could have possibly taken.
It's not that they couldn't have done a pre-recorded video. It's not that they couldn't have just live streamed from wherever he was. We kind of have that technology these days, and so because he wasn't there, because he was absent, there's no fucking deal. So if anybody's telling you, like, hey, yo, Henry Cavill's coming back, he's doing this and whatever, and Man of Steel 2 and all that bullshit, dude, they had the perfect opportunity and they didn't do it. No, that shit's not in the bag. It's just not in the fucking bag.
Well, and then, too, Abel brings up a very valid point, which is the Flash, Aquaman, and Batman all make appearances in these upcoming movies. I mean, Flash and Aquaman have their own movie, and we know that Batfleck is in the Flash, so it would make sense to show them. The one character they didn't fucking show was Superman in Shazam.
And according to Grace Randolph's bullshit, if you believe her ever, you do have a glimpse of Henry Cavill Superman, but it's supposed to be from television or some shit.
You have literally two fucking characters in the Justice League, in the Flash and Superman. I mean, the Flash and Shazam that idolized Superman. And I mean, they sort of touched on it in Zach's movie. He was like, he was my idol, or he was my hero. I think he's talking about Superman. And then we know with Shazam, they idolize Superman. It's kind of like, why wouldn't he be in that conversation? Because they can't have him in the conversation because they don't have any contract with him. And that's the saddest part about it. Your most iconic character in Superman, you don't even have you can't even put him in a movie because you don't have a fucking contract with him.
Well, no. They'll probably, like, those shots from Zack Snyder's Justice League that they used are probably not in the Shazam 2 movie. He probably just names the characters, right? Same thing.
Exactly.
And he might name Wonder Woman, Superman, all that. He might name them.
Oh yeah, that couch scene. Yeah. I do agree. Yes, I do. I agree with that. That when he's in that couch scene and he's naming off these heroes, they're not going to show cuts.
To me, that was in the trailer just to get you to be like, oh yeah. Let's go.
But if you
I'm
believe
gonna-
the Reddit leaks, one Justice League member allegedly will show up in Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I won't say which one, but one might show up.
Wonder
You confirming?
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Wonder
I didn't have to say it.
I mean, they're so abundant these days. There is a rumor that Wonder Woman's going to make an appearance at the end of Shazam.
Yep.
I think it makes sense because of the kind of stupid toyish behavior. But I mean, it just sucks. What?
Ron just choked some noodles, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck you laughing about?
Nothing. Go ahead. Keep going.
Fucking liar.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Ryan, why are you drinking Diet Dr. Pepper? Is it because you're fat?
Yeah,
regular
what the
Dr. all
fuck?
day and
Dr.
night.
Pepper.
Fuck, he's going
Man,
right after
I'm
you,
sorry,
man.
you're up the wrong. I got root beer, baby.
I called you fat.
I know.
Holy shit.
I was fucked up.
Not cool.
That's just
Damn.
mean.
That was
I
just
know.
fucked.
He's he's not my simp. He's Andre's simp. So moving on.
Prakash says because there's still movies from the old regime that valued their ego more than the facts that Snyderverse prints money for them. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna before we move on to the Marvel panel, which we do eventually have to get to. I want to ask the question to you guys. This is a loaded question.
Okay,
So be
relax
ready.
already before you start. Just relax. He's gonna ask us like 17 questions in one question. It's so long, he's probably gonna have to post it at the bottom in like a fucking.
So, guys, do you think in a perfect world that Superman will ever come back?
Yeah,
And if he
the year
does,
is- yeah, and if he does, and the year is 2026, do you think that it would? I'm like, bro, no. Go ahead, Andre. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so are you guys ready? I gotta add the
No.
anyway. So there we
Not
go.
ready.
Okay, so here we go. We'll start with Ryan because I know Ryan has his mind set.
yeah,
Is the Snyderverse dead or still alive?
it's currently dead, but can come back at some time if they ever decide to. They can still do something with it.
Mhm.
But right now, there's nothing going on.
Mhm.
I refer to my man Jim Lee,
Don't
and
give
Jim
him that
Lee
kind of
is in
credit.
the know.
Niner for life. Don't give him that kind of credit. Looks like Ryan Gosling. Come on.
By the
Phil,
way, great man.
Is the
fine.
Snyderverse dead or is it still alive?
Let me answer this very carefully. Okay.
Yes.
So in the
Otherwise,
sense
people
of
will
the
turn
sto-
on you.
Yeah, I know. In the sense of the story that Zack Snyder established and wanted to continue, that is not alive at the moment. In regards to the entire universe of characters in which he established with Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, it is very much alive. But as far as the general storyline that he wanted to do, at the moment, I think it is shelved. Not dead, shelved. That's how I feel about it.
I would agree with both of you guys. That's a perfect fucking like description of it in my opinion.
Okay, I put the question in the chat as well. So if you guys want to answer that question, go right ahead. Is the Snyderverse dead or still alive? Go ahead, Anthony.
I just said I agree with both of them.
All right, Anthony.
I just said I agree. Like it's that's perfectly put. Like at the moment, like what do we got? And just like just like what Jim Lee said, which he caught way too much hate for his comments, and I just thought he was being perfectly fucking honest.
Yeah.
He caught mad hate for it. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, bro.
But shamed Ryan.
Wow.
But no.
Yeah. So what do you feel, Anthony? Take it from the top.
Yeah. I just said nah, man. I said I don't think it's. I think as far as what he was doing,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have to fucking wait. But as far as like, I think that some hope should be calmed down just a bit for right now. As far as that shit goes, because like, look, we just said it. If all of the shit is there, if that was the case, this weekend would have been way more fire for DC fans than it was. So, as much as the L that we're eating from that panel and what they did on Saturday, I think you have to probably eat another small one just for the Snyderverse at this moment, because There's just nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, and there's a lot of and look, do I think him showing up on Teen Titans Go is fire? Absolutely. I think that's a positive thing. Of course, that's a positive thing because he doesn't. I don't care how long ago he did it for them in order to do that. Like I got it that doesn't fall under the same division as like the films and all of that shit. It's still fucking Warner Brothers though. Like they still own the IP for Teen Titans Go, and they still own Cartoon Network, if I'm not mistaken. So that's where that show airs. So like,
You're correct.
Yes, I would go. So there's something there that there's some kind of agreement that had to be made. I guarantee you that shit. He just did that shit, and everybody in Warner Brothers was against it. And he said, no. There were some agreements and some handshakes made there for him to be able to do that. So
it wasn't just like he snuck in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yes.
When did he get in here? God damn it!
No.
Now Marcus Cruz. I don't often agree with Marcus Cruz's points now and then, but this is, I think, it's actually pretty good. If Marvel announces X-Men at D23, it's game for DCU. The final nail in the coffin.
They could have, if they had announced that shit this weekend on their panel Saturday. You talk about nails in the coffin, bro. That would have been fucking strike down.
I agree.
That would have been like each nail in the coffin. Like you guys are done. Yeah. So. And it's fucked up, man. And I mentioned this yesterday, and I mentioned it before. It's look, man, you don't have to travel far to, especially just even us on the panel. You don't have to travel far to see where our allegiances lie as far as the content that we loved growing up. We've read, like I said, I read all comics when it came to Marvel. Mostly it was X-Men and Spider-Man. But when it came to DC, I read all that shit. Like that's the shit I grew up on. So it's when you're having this conversation about all of this stuff, it's heartbreaking. We've gotten used to the heartbreak by now. It's been several years that we dealt with some fucking fucked up shit when it came to like seeing, and when it's not even the animated shit. I think DC still kills it when it comes to the animated movies and things of that nature. Like they literally, like some of the shit they put on animation in the past decade has been absolutely incredible, and it's fire. Exactly.
The shit out of me.
Exactly, but it's killed whatever Marvel's animation has done. Like I've seen some stuff from Marvel that I like, but they've killed that medium. And as far as on the page, on the books, the art, just in comic books, I think they've killed it over the past whatever. But when it comes to live action, I think we've suffered as DC fans, and I think we've gotten a little used to it, which is why I think this, even just us on here talking about this right now, I think we can say, we caught an L. We all did. We took an L as DC fans, but as it's easier for us to swallow now because we're used to taking those fucking L's, bro. We've been taking them for years. So it's like I hate to see like you speak your mind on this shit and you say, DC caught an L, and they're like, oh, well, you're not a real fan. Motherfucker, really? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't listen to that bullshit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just hate seeing it where they say you're not. No, I am one of the ultimate DC fans. Just get out of here with that shit. Like
the narrow-minded.
When you are
tribalism
a fan of content,
absolutely ridiculous.
Like real and like you see it mistreated over and over and over. As a fan, you're allowed to say something about it. And I think that the fact that we've all have on this panel, and I did last night, and then on World's Finest, we talked about it, and then whatever other shows that have happened within the past year, as far as when shit started breaking down, I think we're allowed to say shit about it. We're allowed to fucking clap on what they've done with DC live action because we're fans. Like we did, you know what I'm saying? Like I think at this point in time, we could say, especially when you see the fans across the pond literally getting gifted, bro. Those dudes are catching Christmas. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Every July at Comic-Con, Marvel fans are Christmas. It's Christmas, bro. They're fucking. They might as well put their tree up and like put their laptop underneath it, airing San Diego Comic-Con, and that's their gifts. They're catching all the fucking dubs. As far as like, especially what we saw from Kevin Feige. So we're allowed to talk shit, man. We're allowed to talk shit.
And we got a $5 super chat from Q saying, "Is Cyrus dead or still alive? I don't know. Could be.
Could be.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Thank you.
I don't ever want to see it again! Ever!
Thank you for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate that, Q. The valued member of the channel.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! The Snyder Cut.
but this is what they want to do, though. This is the shit they want to push. Is this? It's like,
and everybody's like, oh, that's a dub. That's a dub.
That's a dub.
We
That's
need
a
more
dub.
of that.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
dude, that's
More like a
a
V.
dub. That's a dub. Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
dub. Okay, look. If you ask me, is the Snyderverse dead or alive?
Oh yeah, let's ask you, Andre.
I would say that currently it's fucking dead. But there's always hope, and I'm never going to give up hope, because when you look at where this fandom started, it started with hope, and that's all we've ever had was hope. And so I'm never going to give up that bit of hope that could be restored. But that's, I mean, based on what Jim Lee said, there's not a lot going on.
That's the fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack.
Drogo, relax, bro.
But like I'm saying, I'm never going to give up
clever.
hope. I'm never going to give
It
up
is
hope.
pretty clever.
I'm never going
It
to stop hashtagging. But based on what Jim Lee said, there's nothing currently going on right now. That's been in action development. So,
yo, Drogo's comment,
Joker
bro.
2, believe it or not, I'm walking on
in on air.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad, Drogo. Not too bad.
The fact that Snyder is doing any DC project, Teen Titans Go, restored. It's not.
Okay.
Well, look, man, I don't know how familiar you guys are with that show. Like, whenever they have, like, directors show up on Teen Titans, like the picture that's out there of Zach, and it's a fucking fire picture. He's got on his custom fucking vest with the tie and the rolled up sleeves on the shirt. It's a great fucking like shot from it. And in the background, you got BBS, you got 300, and like I could just, it looks like it in the episode. Don't know the context, obviously, but it looks like he's saying, "Let's make it darker and more fucking whatever." You know how Zach, the way he played fun with it with his posts on Vero with Tom and Jerry and shit. Like I could just see that being. It's them showing him something like, no, this doesn't work. Let's make it darker. That'd be fire, dude. I would love to see it.
I mean, look, when it comes to Snyderverse, it's all based on what they do with this property. I think that it would be a fire idea to do an Elseworld story where it's just you complete his arc. Obviously, it would cost a shit ton of money, but I think it'd be awesome if that were able to be done. But based on their actions alone, based on Warner Brothers' current actions, they have not given me any faith that they are going to bring back Zack Snyder and finish his 5-story arc. I think that is something that no matter how hard we pound the pavement for it, they just don't want to do it. And I can't understand why.
We don't want to hear from 13% bots.
Yes.
No, the problem is that they have this new fucking company, man. We've been saying this is that new company, Warner Brothers Discovery. Still they don't want to either. They're like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. Can we
either that or
they just like Disney? I want to be like Disney.
Either that or they just haven't fully grasped how to make it happen. Maybe just to give them the benefit of doubt, and that's maybe they just don't know how to do it yet. I don't know. But,
Prakash, let's discredit Jim Lee and say, oh, he didn't want to. No, he was being blatantly honest.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the guy is huge over at DC, and they're not going to be like, Jim. Yeah, let's not let him know. Can we carbon copy everybody else in the company except Jim?
No.
And yes, Daniel, there is new storyboards that he has not shown us.
Yeah,
I mean, and he's had plenty of time, to make those. And these are all based on, because I mean, the ones that he shared with us and that we're basing Project Justice League on is based on the original storyboards that him and Jim Lee and Jeff Johns put together to pitch to WB. And then they changed that story, and so he has the storyboards all storyboarded out. But he'll keep that to himself until he gets the opportunity to do that, to share it one day, hopefully one day. But like I said, I will never give up hope, and I'm never going to stop hashtagging and supporting Restore Snyderverse and Zack Snyder's Justice League. But based on what he said and based on their actions alone, I don't think there's much going on, and I hope that changes soon with DeLuca and Abney taking over as co-chairman.
I mean, he's still another sliver of hope, which I know a lot of people like precaution. And people are going to cling to, like, oh my God, you're right. Is that he hasn't released the Wayne T. Carr footage yet. You know, that he hasn't, commissioned to finish that or whatever. Even if I don't know if they completed the scene. I know, with VFX, or not. Maybe they just shot it. But if they did have that interaction or whatever, I'm sure that's in his version. I'm sure that's in his copy. I'm sure he loves Harry Lennox, but I'm sure that he has Wayne T. Carr that he plays in his theater for close and personal friends that go over and visit at his actual house.
And who knows, he might have who knows, he might have fucking did it up. Both of them show up, bro.
If they did that, then they have to dap at the end. They do.
Nah.
No, and I'm not
There's no
saying,
reason for them to know each other.
and I'm not saying that, like, he's doing that precaution. What I'm saying is that, like, when he was asked this question, what the last time they were at Comic-Con, he went into detail by saying, Zack Snyder, those fans are DC fans. We have to embrace all the fans. And this time he just said, unfortunately, there was no active work being made on.
I was happy to see the work that I
notice the wording. He said there's no active things going on with the storyboards that they worked on.
Yeah. See, that's the key word. Active. There's no active project.
Relax, bro.
We already know they ain't active projects. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. But yes, never give up, guys. Is all I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Never
give
up.
I'm saying it right now.
Never surrender.
I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up hope. I'm never going to stop hashtagging it. I'm never going to keep supporting it. But based on their actions alone, I don't know, dude. It's not looking too good. And let's go to this real quick. This is fake, obviously, but
that means a lot.
It means a lot.
That's a game changer right there.
Can you imagine if that was real? They're like, oh shit, what? We could do this?
Yes.
That's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like. It's just a very sad day.
The problem is that, that's the reason why they made Superman Returns, because they were about to lose fucking rights to Superman. So they had to put something actively in development. So they made that movie.
It's funny, man.
Hashtag don't give up. There you go, baby. Hashtag don't ever give up.
Never give up.
Never
surrender.
It's always funny to think about. I remember back in the day, man, and and when I say back in the day, I'm talking 7-8 years ago. I remember thinking, like, after Man of Steel came out and things of that nature, I was thinking, like, I was like, how the fuck does one company not own all of Marvel's, all of their characters? Why is it Fox and all of this other shit? And I always envied Warner Bros. Owning the entire library. There was no fucking sliders out there from some off-brand comic that they did. They own all of that shit. And I remember thinking, damn, Marvel needs to get that shit in check and own all of it. But now, as we've seen shit develop over, whatever period of time, I'm like, damn, is it really a good idea to own all that shit? Because then once you do, you can fuck it up. Once you own all of it, it's on one motherfucker what gets put out there. That's all it is. And then when it came to the Marvel stuff, obviously the early Spider-Man movies were Sony. Then you had the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which was all of this different stuff, and you're like, well, why don't they own all the rights? Or we might have seen Wolverine 10 years ago. But then, at the same time, we could be dealing with the same shit we're dealing with Warner Brothers right now, where they own all of the characters. Doesn't matter how small or obscure, they own the entire fucking library, and we see the where we're sitting at right now. So as Disney accumulates all the characters from the studios that they purchased and all of these mergers and things of that nature, I would like to see. Obviously, right now they still catching dubs, they still winning, they're still they're still doing the right shit with the material. So I'd like to see how that pans out in the next. Once they get it all, once it's all under one umbrella, then I'd like to see how they handle having all the characters and because even no matter how much you want to say it, there's still, even when they do get all the characters, there is still one man in charge at Marvel. He knows what the fuck he's doing because he's fucking steady clapping on cats, just holding panels where he's just handing out W's to everybody. So
that dude treated the Marvel properties like Infinity Stones to the Gauntlet. First, it was Spider-Man. Then it was Fox with the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Now he's got them all.
Yeah,
he's got them all, exactly. And the thing is that he was involved with, he learned under Richard Donner. Same with Jeff Johns.
Right.
But
why did you say that name?
But then at the same time, he stayed on and worked on projects. He worked on Spider-Man. He worked on X-Men movies.
Mm-hmm.
He worked on
I
think Fantastic Four movies as well.
Before he established,
he was there to learn what works and what doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And by the time he got that spot in Marvel, he knew exactly what the fuck he was going to do. He knew exactly what doesn't work, and he had a great idea of what is going to work. And so far, he has fucking nailed it.
And the funnier thing is like when Kevin Feige started Marvel Studios, it was like a joint deal through Paramount. Number one, Avi Arad, funny enough, also kind of jointly funded Marvel Studios for what it was at the time.
Yes.
And then they hired Jon Favreau. They brought in Robert Downey Jr., who was on like a very short comeback at this point in time because he was coming out of rehab, et cetera, et cetera. So they were really like risking a lot. Yes, again, they were risking a lot putting Robert Downey Jr. in that Iron Man suit because they weren't sure like what was. They were just like, let's just make a good Iron Man movie. Iron Man 1 doesn't even have a script. It was mostly ad-lib. They had an outline, a general outline of how that movie was going to go, but the majority of the dialogue between Obadiah Stane and Tony Stark is ad-lib between Jeff Bridges and Robert Downey Jr. That movie kicks ass to this day. Yes.
Yes, that movie was dope. This movie was dope as fuck.
That movie's badass.
Yeah. Funny enough, Kevin Feige screens Superman the movie before a lot of the origin films that they decided to make way back when. That was one of the movies that he would screen before they made Thor, before they made Captain America, before they made The Incredible Hulk. That was one of the movies that he screened before every director and every actor involved with whatever project they were working on at the time. Because that, to him, was like the perfect epitome of origin film. Exactly. And now we see which one became more like Richard Donner and which one became more like
he was like, we just got to copy everything that they do over there. It'll be great. Speaking of which, here's a fan art of the Keaton Batman.
That doesn't even look like Michael Keaton.
It doesn't.
It's the stunt
guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
They're like,
cool.
Doesn't this look better than
somebody commented under? They were like, "Yo, those are Batfleck's thighs, bro." I was like,
"Yo, Keaton's been hitting the gym, dog. He doing squats, and in the morning he's making waffles."
So let's take a look at this. Okay, so now we compare how each one did, right? We look at, well, okay, you can barely read that, of course. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. A little bit. Okay, so Wakanda Forever, 20 million views. 20 million. That's a fuck ton of views.
That's just their YouTube page, too.
Yeah, it's just through their YouTube page, not everybody else's. So She-Hulk, which was a huge favorite for Ryan, 11 million views. 11 million. Okay. Now we go over to DC. Black Adam, 2 million.
Oof.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods, 8.5 million. That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Sandman, which is I was through Netflix, 1.8 million.
Yeah, that doesn't I don't even count Sandman's going to get its fucking due on Netflix. I think it's going to be real successful on there.
The official trailer for Black Adam, 6.4 million.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's and that's like you said. That's not counting everything. That's not counting secondary like Twitter
exactly
pages who put the video
from the source.
Yeah.
8.5, 2 million compared to 20 million for Wakanda Forever, which we're going to watch shortly, and 11 million from She-Hulk. It's unbelievable. I would agree. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. If you're DC, it's like, holy shit.
There's just got that many people alive?
Kicked. I know. Are they? How many of those are bots?
Yeah, how many? 13% of that is bots.
Purely on YouTube standard, like purely just covering the YouTube numbers. No, it's not at all a good look whatsoever.
No.
So 20 million views across all platforms. I wonder how many Wakanda Forever
dislikes do they have?
Wakanda Forever, I think, got like 172 million overall.
Yes, it did.
That's crazy, dude. That is absolutely nuts.
And then some moron, I can't remember who the fuck it was like, oh, they just barely beat the Suicide. Shut the fuck up. Let me make something real clear. I saw a tweet out there where somebody said,
pissed off Black Adam.
It just barely beat the Suicide Squad's 24-hour trailer views. The Wakanda Forever trailer, there's no comparison. Shut the fuck up. Like this, the Wakanda Forever isn't directed by either fucking Joss Whedon or Waititi or none of them fools. It's a different movie. I don't know why the comparison had to be made to the Suicide Squad's numbers. That makes zero fucking sense to me. Zero sense. I can understand if you're trying to compare a James Gunn movie to a James Gunn movie, to the Suicide Squad to another. There's no comparison. I don't even understand why that was. I saw that tweet and I was like,
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
I'll fucking murk your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you out. Fuck that. And I just thought I saw it and I was like, why?
It's dumb.
Why was that even made? Why did you have to say that?
I mean, okay. So are you looking forward to, let's say, a James Gunn Suicide Squad 2 or a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Even the little corner trailer I saw for it was fired.
Yeah, we see Baby Rocket. I was like, wow, I want what's happening. I want to see that.
Yes, yeah, dude.
You know what?
I'm scared now.
You just brought up he came out and he was like, yeah, you know, the VFX aren't really where I want to have a full-on trailer out. But I'm like, oh, but you can bring that whole fucking trailer to fucking San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I saw that. I did see that. I was like, relax.
So now we're gonna shift gears to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Something's definitely bleeding.
And they absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
They got that. They got the W.
Did you?
What?
You put on the music?
Yes.
Damn, that was pretty
fucking
tight, bro. I was like, why is the music still going? The Batman's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Kevin Feige and let's see what he had to say about Marvel.
We've talked about the past. We've talked about the future. Now it's time to talk about forever. City guy, city.
Holy shit! Is someone's cell phone dying? I mean, this is what they did.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
City guy, city down the road. Sare, you are what I'm.
Look at this!
Bro, they brought it, man.
Look at that! They went all out.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Andre dance like that.
I'd like to see you try and dance like that.
I would try.
Talking drummer, Masamba Yap.
Hell yeah.
So anyway,
man.
they came and they fucking dominated, man. I mean,
They
let's go ahead and they conquered. Yeah, they really did.
And then they brought fucking Majors out there, and he was crunk.
My boy,
You think they're using Ann Sarnoff's plan?
That's right.
And with a plan, right?
No.
And with a plan.
When Jonathan Majors came out, that shit was dope, dude. And they were like, "This is your first Comic-Con." He was like, he was fucking feeling that shit all around, dude. That shit was dope. All of that shit was fucking.
I mean, there's just so much.
It's fire. It's fire.
X-Men 97 even, and that was on like Saturday.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
And is that going to pick up where the last one left off?
I think
so.
Okay.
Because Magneto's leading the X-Men.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see, where's the one I'm looking for? I was trying to find the I thought it was on here. Yeah, here it is right here.
No cry.
What?
No cry. No.
Okay, so let's take a look at the trailer for Wakanda Forever.
Well, this shit's fire, dude.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
That wasn't that funny.
It was for me, baby.
Yeah,
because
your humor is that of a child.
Hey, I'll take it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good friends we have.
Notice she's holding his helmet.
Where?
That's like when they're walking forward, like they're for sure holding his helmet. This is for his funeral.
In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears and
Ryan Coogler.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Everything's gonna be alright.
And when I wake up,
Woo!
That was fucking fire, dude.
I'm telling you, bro.
That was dope. That was dope.
That's
I know,
great.
I know Ryan's not a huge fan of it.
It's okay. It's going to be a good movie. I just think they should have recast T'Challa. I don't think they should have like made this whole, shebang about him dying and all that and whatever. It's like what actors did they ever do that?
Well, you know what I mean?
No. You don't have to do that. They didn't do that with Heath. They weren't like in fucking Dark Knight Rises Part 3. They didn't have a big funeral for Joker and all this other bullshit. Which
No, they ignored him completely.
They ignored him completely. And yeah, I mean, I know it's going to probably be I hope it's going to be a good movie. It looks like the production value is very high, and it looks like everybody, really gave a shit.
I got to be honest, the underwater stuff seems a little unfinished, but that might just be me. I don't know.
It could be a couple shots. Like when he's floating down to, I guess, a throne.
Yeah.
That kind of looks a little unfinished.
Yeah.
Definitely. Them all holding on to the whale.
That one also doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It saw some time, but
I
thought it was a cool scene though. Like it doesn't seem like they're on the attack. I mean, they're riding on that. Who knows?
Yeah.
So let's go to the next trailer they released, which was for
She-Hulk.
Ryan's favorite, She-Hulk. Oh wait, here it is. Oh.
This has one of my favorite characters in it.
Remove Daredevil, and
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Remove Daredevil.
Hell no.
What the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a multi-year journey. You're
I just
about
don't
to
like that she's
embark
better
on.
at him in every single way.
Like, what the hell? Yes. Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Without any fucking learning.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a
Reminds
Hulk
me of Ray
also
Skywalker.
surveillance. You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all these things.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
More and more eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork. We're going to launch a division for them. And I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
Jennifer Waters.
This was cool.
I love Tim Roth. I'll watch him.
Yeah,
in
Tim Roth,
This
Abomination.
man
Fuck
tried
yeah.
to kill my
Yeah.
cousin Bruce.
This is the W that they got from me.
People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky. I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's great. Jen,
That
do you
wig
think?
doesn't look
God,
that
I
great,
really
wow.
like this outfit. I'm not proud of this.
We answer to
There he is, Wong.
our universe.
Love him.
Edge of a precipice.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
Book of the Shanty.
No, the book of American laws.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone. Hello.
Yeah. I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Was unnecessary. My man Matt Murdock. There he is.
That was badass at the end. I was
That's
like, fuck yeah.
That and
yes.
Yeah.
Abomination.
So here's the thing.
Abomination.
Here's the thing about this trailer and where this show could potentially lie, right? Because Hulk clearly is in Hulk form. He's Smart Hulk. He clearly has both arms. They're fully intact. I think this show might take place in between the snap and the blip. It very well could take place in that 5-year gap because
it might actually. You're right.
Because Wong appears and he's Sorcerer Supreme, right? And that references the Book of Ashanti. The Book of Ashanti is no longer a thing in Multiverse of Madness.
Right, true. That'd be fire.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
And it also gives you a reason not to have as many cameos because they're not there. They're not around.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's an interesting point. I hadn't thought about that yet. So let's go to the slate, which is what DC could not come up with. So you got...
You'll
look
never
at all
see
this.
that from DC.
No.
Look at this. I mean, you got Quantumania, you got Secret Invasion, Guardians Part 3, Echo, which is going to have more of Matt Murdock.
And you got Andre's favorite, the Marvels.
The Marvels, thank you. Loki Season 2. And we all know that Dawson loves that.
And that's a great font. That's a great font. He loves it.
Yeah. Blade, which I was hearing something about. It was going to be called The Blade, which I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
This slate debunks that.
Yeah, it's just called Blade. It's like the Batman? No, it's just Blade.
No.
Ironheart, Agatha, which I was like, wow, we're even going to go there. Daredevil Born Again. That's going to be badass.
Yep.
Captain America New World Order and the
Canceled.
Thunderbolts.
Canceled.
Yep.
Captain America
What?
New World Order canceled.
Was it really?
Yeah.
On your left, homie.
Yeah. Canceled, bro. What was that shit we were doing last? I don't know how I got to that point, but yeah.
I'm weak.
It was like, yo. Oh, man.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this is just so much.
Yeah.
That they busted out with like, yeah, here's the next phase, guys. Get ready.
Somebody tweeted out earlier that they put the wrong Thunder out there at the end. It should have been Thundercats.
That's 12 projects. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thundercats
Then
would
I'm
be dope.
hype. Then I'm hype.
Bro. If the last thing they put out there was Thundercats, lost my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
8 movies, 4 shows. That's insane.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. But look at the span of the plan, bro. It is currently.
Yeah, but where would
2022.
you stick the X-Men movies or shows or whatever? If you were, I would assume it's not an ensemble. I would assume they do like a couple of them, do it here and there or whatever. Like in that right there. I mean, do they do that in Phase 5 or do they do it in Phase 6 because they only showed you the last 2?
6. I for sure think it's Phase 6. But I also think some of these dates won't stick because they're probably going to stick in a Spider-Man movie somewhere here in Phase 5. Maybe.
Isn't that
You think
Sony?
so? Where are they going to fit that in?
That's Sony though, right? Still?
That's the thing.
Sony can-
Sony it's Sony and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
I definitely
look,
think
I
they
think-
could fit one in.
Yeah, I think out of this entire slate right here, at least 4 of these. Not going to say that they're going to disappear, but their dates will change. At least 4 of them. It always happens with that's even it's still the glory of when Marvel comes on like Comic-Con and they put up these timelines like this. A lot of it changes, a few things change here or there, but they still eventually get released in some way, shape, or form. So some of this might change to being a Disney Plus something, or some of it might change to going theatrical. It doesn't matter. It's just
This is
like
crazy though.
but
I
it's
mean, this
still
is fucking nuts.
They still were able to put this timeline out there. That's fucking head and shoulders above what we saw from the panel that came a couple of hours before this. So,
and I'm glad you mentioned that because remember initially, Ant-Man's Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Marvels were all initially part of Phase 4.
Yes.
Now Phase 4 will officially end with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Phase 5 begins with Ant-Man: Quantumania.
yeah, so like the shit changes with them, but it's still eventually you still see it. So
at least DC had Peacemaker.
As far as being excited, the 2 that stand out to me the most in this entire thing are fucking Daredevil Born Again and Blade.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Looking forward to Echo. I know you guys. I don't know if you know how much you like. I did like her character, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they bring Matt Murdock and Kingpin and all them into fucking that shit. But yeah. And look, I don't know much about like Ironheart and all that. You did see the little tease to it in the Wakanda Forever trailer where she's like welded out the little Ironheart.
The Ironheart. Yeah.
So like there's that shit coming, but as far as you
ain't gotta lie, dude. We know you're hyped for Captain America: New World Order.
Oh, relax, bro. The last one on the right, the last one on the top, all the way to the right. Relax.
Yeah. And the Thunderbolts. I mean, honestly, it's like now you have your team of villains, and
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because look at the Thunderbolts logo and look how reminiscent it is of the Avengers logo. I think that's intentional. Because this Thunderbolts is also the one that caps Phase 5, and I think that again, that's intentional. What exactly are the Thunderbolts? Who are the Thunderbolts going to face? Like, what is it going to be their mission, right?
Yeah.
Because the alleged team, if so far that I've seen, is what's his name? Jawwalker, Yelena Belova, Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo.
There's a couple villains that you could probably
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. Yep. Maybe even someone from Shang-Chi, maybe his sister. I don't know. But like the question is, who are the Thunderbolts going after?
Look at Dork Knight. I just finished my first day at Marvel Studios. I'm excited for the future.
Congratulations,
dude. Man.
All right. Yeah, nice. Nice. For real. That's dope, dude.
That's super dope.
He's like, we get it, dude. No, I think he's not going to do an RD on that one. But that's not it, though. That's not all. Then you had Phase 6.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And look at it, boom, all these
empty dates,
empty dates. But you got Fantastic Four, Avengers Kang Dynasty, and then later that year, supposedly, Avengers Secret Wars. I don't see how they're gonna pull that off, but you never know. This is nuts.
I'm here for
it. You know what it is?
Crazy.
You know what it is?
It's a plan. It's a plan.
I'm telling you, they got the plan from Ann Sarnoff.
Changes can't be made.
She's the reason. She's the.
It is. It's yeah.
Kevin Feige announced a couple of dates, and MCU stands went nuts for the dates. I mean, just in general. I mean, just to put this out there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the last time we had something like that from DC was way back in the day.
And it was exciting too. You remember?
It was exciting.
Dude. It was like, yo, green. It was green. You saw Green Lanterns on there,
which we'll never see.
Dude, it was so fire, dude. And then all of a sudden now,
and then kaputs, and here we are, Batgirl, and the fuck else do we have?
Blue Beetle,
yeah.
I'm interested.
I'm even trying to find that image. I can't even find it. I keep finding all the MCU slates, the original DC film slate.
My wife, she don't be up on the stuff as much. When we were in the car and we were watching Dave's panel Saturday, he mentioned Blue Beetle or something like that. She's like, "What is a Blue Beetle?" I was like, "Blue Beetle's fire." The fuck? I feel like I had my teachings weren't enough when she said like, "What is a Blue Beetle?" Like,
but still, again, it's like. People are going to be like, who's Blue Beetle? That looks cool. Maybe I'll check it out.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
What's the blue? I was like, yeah, Blue Beetles.
The original one.
It's been gone.
Yeah,
they removed that
on the internets. WB took it down. Like,
are you talking about the pictures?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like, I need you to delete those from Google, from DuckDuckGo,
Go. But then again, look, I mean, even this, they couldn't even show.
Fuck out of here.
I don't know what this is all about. This is a fan made one, but it's like they couldn't even show something like this.
Yeah,
because these three are not even like really going. That is still being written. That is filming. But like
now, Batgirl's done.
Batgirl and Blue Beetle are done filming.
They're done. They just wrapped. So they should have had at least a slate showing Black Adam, The Flash, Aquaman, Shazam, Batgirl, and Blue Beetle. You know what I mean? At least show something.
Yeah,
that you have a plan. They didn't do that.
I'm sorry. They tripped and landed right on their fucking face and knocked out like the whole bridge of their teeth.
And look at this. Like at one point, it was going to be Black Adam, The Flash, Aquaman, and Shazam. That wouldn't. How did that make any sense?
Well, if the Flash was just going to be
I
a
don't
Flash
think
movie and not
that they
rewrite
are
the
right.
entire fucking script, I think it would have
I
made
don't
sense
think
if
they're
they were.
dependent on each other.
Well, at
but
that
how can
time,
they
they-
not be though? If the Flash is making a new continuity, then that
Well,
means that the Aquaman and
at that
Shazam
point
are in
in
a different
time-
continuity.
At that point in time, maybe it wasn't gonna.
He's gone. He gave up. He
Oh.
gave up. He left. He left.
Well, I'm just saying, at that point in time, maybe, well, you said that was fan made too, but I'm certain that probably a couple years ago they probably weren't going to rewrite the whole thing because they thought they had it figured out, and then all of a sudden they couldn't handle whatever backlash from whoever, and the shit that happened with Zack and all that stuff. So that's so then they changed the Flash to just reboot everything, which is
It's fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Redonkulous.
Yeah.
Redonkulous.
Also,
but no,
if they are going to have a fandom, I think it's about time you start announcing that shit, motherfuckers, because it's July 25th right now, and normally when they have it, it's like October, right?
Well, it was the first one was in August. The 2nd one was in October, and
so
last
we're
year's
getting
was
close
also
to a
October.
time where if you're gonna do that
Only
again,
had
you
two.
might want to.
We've had three.
Two.
It's just two.
Two.
Oh,
The first
yeah,
year,
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
second year.
There was only one in 2020, and there was one in 2021.
No, there was two in 2020. There was one
Yeah,
in
there
August,
were.
and there was
I
was
would
a
call it
second one.
1 and 1.5, but yes, there was a. Remember, they had a second weekend. Like
Oh,
the
they
next month?
split them up. One in
Yes,
like
they did.
yes.
yeah, they split them up.
Yeah, it was
Again, another shit show. They were like 24
That was
hours.
the one with
you could go to any world you want to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like,
And that was the one with
never
it had-
mind.
It had Walter Hamada. It had fucking two other people on
Berlanti?
Berlanti and one other person on the panel. And it was the
Yeah, I think.
stupidest fucking like circle jerk you ever saw. Like I was like, this is the dumbest
Tsuchihara.
fucking thing. No, he was already
No.
gone.
He was gone already.
He was like, peace out. He's like, oh shit.
Sorry, I'm lagging.
that one TikTok where the guy like disappears is like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Thanks
just
for saying
it's
that.
absolutely nuts, dude. It's nuts to think about the difference in their panels. I mean, obviously Marvel did a great job. They brought the house, and not only that, but now we're gonna get D23 coming up, which is gonna have even more information and more announcements, especially on Star Wars as well. It's fucking crazy.
yeah, they're gonna go back. Remember that company DC and Warner Brothers?
Secret
We don't
Invasion.
either.
Mhm.
We don't
Yeah.
either.
They can't get their shit together. We got ours. This is a cool picture right here.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty
So,
dope poster.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then they announced this is the multiverse saga. You know, it's they're in the next saga. DC isn't even off the ground yet. They're just like, what are we doing? I don't know.
What's happening? This is bullshit.
That's what it
Oh,
is,
real.
man. It's crazy. You go down, look at it. Fucking Secret Wars. This is nuts. Shh.
It's a secret.
Kang Dynasty. I mean, it's probably going to change more, but I mean, like based on what they put out, we're getting 2 Avengers movies in one year. I don't think it's going to happen, but like if they pull that off, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. I think they'll. I mean, I think if they don't, I don't think it's if it doesn't happen. I don't think it's that they couldn't pull it off. I think it's because they purposefully themselves said, "Let's push one of them because of whatever reason." I don't think it's going to be they couldn't pull it off. I think they might if something else comes up in their and what they're doing. There's a possibility they might just be like, "Yo, let's save the next one for next year." It's not going to be because they can't do it. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, okay, guys, remember to smash that like button. And become a member of the channel as well. J Money's got a comment. Ryan, you want to take that one?
Yeah, it says I think Zaslav is gonna get it all together, guys. It's just gonna take some time for him to clean up the mess he inherited. I can agree with you in that in the long run, to get like a plan and all that. Yeah, but you could at least, like we were talking about earlier with Henry Cavill, just give us small wins. Give us some fucking real hope. All
Fantastic
they've done.
Fantastic fucking Four. Look at that.
All right, I'm done. DC's done. We're done.
The fucking Thunderbolts.
No, but you're right, Ryan.
Is
that's
that
all-
marionettes?
this, along the way, man, you could there's
Thunderbirds.
like
Thunderbirds.
along the way, along this long road of taking this company and reforming
I hope
it.
this will happen when I'm still alive.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna be old, like fucking 30 years down the line, and then they're finally gonna get that shit right. And we're like, and you know what's gonna be? It's gonna be just like Zack Snyder's Justice League, but by then everybody's gonna be like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, it's just, and look, like I said, tinfoil hat society. I do. It does feel like what Prakash said earlier, like they came ready, like Marvel came ready for whatever DC
they're always
seasoned.
dude. They're seasoned.
Yeah, they're like,
you
we
know what
we're
to
doing.
do. Warner Brothers just and DC are just like, oh, you got the.
I mean,
okay. So what do we tell the guys when they go out on stage? They're already out on stage. Okay.
Shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, just so long as they don't ask anything about Superman, The Rock will be fine. Dwayne can handle it. What about Superman?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Make it so bad. Make it so bad. Like
you mean this?
Heroes like Superman and the Justice Leaguers, who I imagine are very famous in this world. And have you and Henry talked about what that showdown might?
I will say this.
Hold on.
What?
Go back to the beginning of the stream. Like The Rock is swaying. As soon as he says Superman, he's like,
okay, let's watch. Let's watch the reaction. Here we go.
Adam, think of heroes like Superman and the Justice Leaguers, who I.
Yeah.
It's like you.
How do you go?
You son of a bitch.
How do you go from this?
Adam, think of heroes like Superman and the Justice
to that.
Yeah,
like, you motherfucker.
Dude, right then, dude, that's not acting. That's like, you fucking asked. You weren't supposed to ask. You asked. You
God
son
damn
of a
it.
bitch.
Brandon Davis, you fucker.
Leaguers, who I imagine are very famous in this world. And have you and Henry talked about what that showdown might look like if it ever happened?
I will say this. I will say that. I will say that Henry's a buddy.
Fuck, motherfucker! You know how fucking stupid you fucking are! No!
I want to believe that's what The Rock is thinking in his head about Brandon Davis right now.
Oh.
Fuck, motherfucker!
And he is a phenomenal Superman.
He didn't want to.
He is a phenomenal Superman.
No, he didn't, because he was pissed off because he asked me that question.
Yes. Okay, tell us what else were you thinking?
What?
Anthony, what else were you thinking?
Okay,
Oh
relax.
yeah,
Anthony. You know the body language so much. You're like, that's when he lost it.
Oh Lord.
He's like, give me a fist bump.
Oh no, he's just like.
But the thing is that they're doing that bullshit, and then when Marvel comes out, they're just like, oh yeah, then we got that too, by the way.
Yeah, 18 episodes, bro.
18 fucking episodes.
I'm more interested in this than I am just to see him in fucking She-Hulk. This hopefully will be
18
I mean,
episodes.
because the very first season of Daredevil, I thought was like flawless.
Classic. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it was.
and so I was telling Phil before the stream, I feel like they're gonna fast track the progression of Charlie Cox's Daredevil because they're reintroducing him, so they're gonna give him 18 fucking episodes to really, so the fans can really get to know their version of Daredevil. You know what I mean?
Also,
it's genius.
Yeah, maybe he's not blind in this one.
Yo, if they literally
clever.
say that,
hey, you didn't say
not watch it at all. If they ever said,
It's
"Yo, he's
Martha
gonna be blind
Murdoch.
in this one," not watch this.
Why did you say that name?
No, but also,
Why did you say that name?
when this shit got announced and I saw how many episodes, first thing that came to mind was they listen to the fans. They know what the fucking fans want. They know what the Marvel fans. They know they love Daredevil
right
when he's on
before-
Netflix. They're like, "Yo, we want some more Daredevil." They saw how many people watched it when it came to Disney Plus finally.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Badass show.
there's no fucking way we can't do this.
Yeah.
That's listening to the people.
Well, that's what Dwayne was saying before San Diego.
Yes, he
Comic-Con.
said that.
He's like,
We
we're
listened
listening to the fans. I'm thinking that the deal was like maybe gonna happen and just didn't fall through, or they didn't, they didn't make that deadline. So
yeah,
that's how it is to be a DC fan, right there.
More or less.
Yep.
Come on, do something.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Well,
I think
it's
everybody
like-
should take that picture.
And if
put
look,
it all
if it
over the
was
place.
if Henry was indeed supposed to be there and there was some fuck up with like the way they handled the information, the leak or whatever, after all was said and done, and The Rock literally got embarrassed like that, that motherfucker probably had some words for him.
Henry got a check and he's like, what the fuck is this? It's post dated.
What is this? Daredevil has his experimental LASIK surgery.
I won't watch at all. If literally, I'm telling you right now, they come up with Daredevil isn't blind anymore. Never watch
him
it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now.
and Stevie Wonder. They both got LASIK. You know, they
that's all they needed was LASIK. Yeah, that's what they needed.
You mentioned character development for Daredevil. It's funny because like he's going to show up. He showed up in Spider-Man. He's going to show up in She-Hulk. Then he's also going to show up again in Echo. And then that you presumably would ramp up to his Born Again storyline for his own series. That's going to be fucking sauce.
That's gonna be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that is literally like when it finally gets to him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then they're gonna bring back Colin Farrell, and he'll be Bullseye in there.
You're dead fucking wrong because they've already got Special Agent Poindexter as Bullseye, and he's totally gonna come back in full costume. Because if they're gonna put him in the red and yellow costume, you bet your ass they are gonna put dude in the Bullseye costume.
As much as I love Daredevil, though, when I think of Daredevil, I always think of this scene. Can you guys hear that?
No.
That's when they introduced Blind Spot. He was like, "What happens if I do this?" It's just like, oh fuck, that was so fucked up.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse that motherfucker.
Yeah, the boys is fine.
Yep, that was great.
Yep. Okay, so I had put a poll in the chat. Is the Snyderverse dead? 52% of you said yes. 48% said no.
And 2% said maybe.
There was no maybe. If I gave everyone a maybe, that'd be the easy answer to go with. So
that's what I went with.
Can you put three options on a YouTube?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Yeah, it's all based on characters. So like how many letters you put in there.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's like 4 is actually the limit.
Okay. For options, yeah, okay.
So I mean, look, it's pretty blatantly obvious that MCU did a great job at Comic-Con. Warner Bros. And DC didn't really do much at all. But are we even remotely excited for Black Adam and Shazam? I am. I mean, I still want to see the movie.
Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like I said, these trailers look promising.
Yeah.
No, Black Adam trailer. This one looked better than the last one. And I'm glad it's only a couple months. We'll get to see it, and then we can critique it, and either praise Anthony or lynch him.
Damn!
Wow!
Right.
Poor choice of words there, bud.
All right, let's not. Yeah, that's
son of a bitch. I don't know. I was like, what do I do? I was thinking of something. I was like, what's horrible in this?
It's not.
That was bad.
That was bad.
Hell no.
Yeah, but you know what's good is this one here. So The Rock tweeted this out saying, "Wow, amazing work from the artist." And this is an image that somebody made for The Rock.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Oh shit,
that's him. That's you,
That's
Anthony. How's it
him.
look?
That looks dope.
I said that's you, man.
Let me get that.
Yeah, Phil made that.
Yeah, I totally made that. Finger paint and all.
And then also, let me see if I can find it really quick. There was one more tweet I wanted to share with you guys. This was a tweet from, well, I wouldn't say it's a tweet from, but he retweeted it. Let me just pull this up real quick. So Ray Fisher retweeted this and said, "I humbly beg for your forgiveness for evil committed. Pope Francis offers a long-sought apology to the indigenous community of in Canada over Catholic Church's role in the generational abuse they suffered at indigenous residential schools." So basically what he's saying is that like he retweeted this because he's like, hey, if he can give an apology,
what?
Ray Fisher retweeted this. And so I was kind of looking at like, it's interesting. It's a nice thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like even he went out of his way to give them an apology for something that happened.
I get it. It was a poor choice of words. God dang.
What happened? Big balls, right?
Yeah. That's true.
She gonna clap you, homie.
Hey!
I couldn't believe you said it, dude. I was like, oh,
I'm like,
man.
what's something bad? I was like, yeah, okay, that was over the top.
That was
okay.
yeah, I know. It's just bad, dude. It's just bad all the way around. It's not a good time.
Shut up.
It's just a bad time all the way
All
around.
right, that's it. He's making it worse. So guys,
This
what
is
do you
my
think?
show. Get back over there and get back down there. Then there is this image here that Ray Fisher did tweet out, which is this one here, where it has a little cyborg thing.
Yep.
What is that?
It's
a computer.
It's a graphics card, dude.
NVIDIA GeForce. He goes, game time. I think he's gonna play Payback. Was it Payday 2?
Payday 2.
Is that the McFarlane? He's got the McFarlane back there. That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
that's dope, dude.
Yeah, that is.
Or no, that's his video card. I'm sorry, that's a graphics card.
Yeah, that's dope.
The
RTX
stream's about to
3090.
hit. Live like.
Except for you didn't like the original post, so.
I just found it, motherfucker. Goddamn.
But you went down below and liked all the
I know. He's like, I like Ohio.
Okay,
Dave.
you know what?
I like
Say
you.
what you want. I like you. I don't like you. I like you. So yeah. Well, guys, that's everything I got for today. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap things up?
Gremlins, I was underwhelmed like heinously.
Oh, Secrets of the Mogwai.
Nobody fucking cares.
It was, yeah. I mean, you might not like that stuff, but the Gremlins. The
You're right.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
No, I
Okay,
do
I mean,
care because
you
I actually
asked.
like Gremlins. I actually
Why the
like
fuck? Okay. But yeah, no, I didn't like it.
Hey, yo, tell Matt my bad. He messaged me about coming on and playing on Saturday. I got home at like 12:30 midnight.
Oh,
I got home late and I just crashed as soon as I got home and shit.
So Saturday, you don't do anything Saturday night, right?
Normally not, but
Okay. We can do it then. Yeah. 'Cause that's normally when we do it is on Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, there's 38 people watching right now. Smash a like button. Leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you think? Who won Comic-Con? I think we're saying Marvel basically swept the floor with them, mopped the floor with DC.
DC shouldn't have even shown up. They should have just released the trailers online.
Conquered.
You had to get Henry Cavill in the fucking room, and they couldn't pull it off. And I'm telling you right now, based on the way they were acting, I think it was in play. And they just couldn't make it happen.
You know what? The most exciting part of DC is when J.J. Abrams came out and he was telling us about the Dark Universe.
Why did you say that name?
Awful.
That didn't even happen either. Nothing. None of that
Truly
shit.
awful.
Does he look like a bitch?
It's unbelievable how bad it was.
It was bad.
It was bad.
You didn't even
Borderline
see shit from
embarrassing.
fucking Aquaman 2. They didn't even care about that one. They were like, nah, don't under the rug. Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, what this tells me, at least, okay, my opinion is that this feels more like The Rock probably forced this to happen. Like
you really
hey,
have a big head.
We got to be at Comic-Con, guys. And they said, okay, well, if he's going to be there, let's do Shazam as well. Okay, yeah. And because it didn't feel like it was properly set up. There was no build up. There was no slate. It was
and like Anthony said, they didn't even get. It was behind the scenes that they had The Rock and that they had that. It wasn't even on stage that they.
It
had
should have
these
been
two
on
guys.
stage just like this in costume.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, he
I
was.
mean,
in
The Rock
costume when
came
he
out in
down,
costume.
like, "Ah."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Oh, he did.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Make
he
it
came-
so.
That is terrible.
And then and how can you not get this guy to show up? I mean, come on.
You know what? Even though what you just said, like a lot of us, but I don't even think it was him because that dude is mad. Like he's got that he's hardcore working
swagger.
on that the XFL shit. Like he's all over campuses right now. The Rock is like I saw him literally on ESPN last week, like at a certain campus where they're doing these showcases for athletes for the XFL. Like I don't think it was his idea to come there. I think they brought it to him. He was like, Let's do it because he's got like every day I see him a different place doing some shit. Whether it's fucking,
he's out promoting Super Pets as well.
Yeah. He's got a lot of videos that one just
which is another movie they did not promote at all at Comic-Con.
and that shit comes out next week.
It
comes out in 4 days.
Dude,
it comes out in 4 days.
Just, everything's an afterthought with them. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's like they need to hire people like us to tell them, hey, this is what you need to fucking do.
Your publicist sucks.
Your marketing sucks.
It sucks, dude. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just crazy. There's the chat.
I'm about to go out on stage. What should I expect from the crowd?
Weedrick. What about Dawson?
I don't know. They're talking about Dawson for some reason. I don't know why.
Weedrick.
I don't know.
Let's see. Shit. Where is it? Right here. Fuck.
What? He said, don't do it, bro.
Oh.
Whoa, Drogo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Bounce.
No, get out of here.
If he does that, Anthony's gonna want to go shake his hand.
And so here is the poll.
Who was there was a female that you didn't
it's
like.
Sad, man. 35 votes
in
DC. 54% says yes to Snyder versus Dead. I'm never gonna lose hope. I'm never gonna stop tweeting out the hashtags and all that, but it's sad, man. It's sad that they chose not to move forward with that universe.
Yeah, it's a sad San Diego Comic-Con for DC.
Yeah, very sad. Very sad.
Should be a day long remembered. Not really.
Sure will. Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, there
it'll be remembered as the day that Marvel was like, hey, guess what? Secret Wars.
Everybody will remember Marvel.
Yeah.
No one will remember DC.
And you have to believe The Rock is like, holy
DC
shit, what the fuck just happened?
Yo, I would as much say as he probably is thinking to himself, yo, I didn't fucking
San Diego
Comic-Con. San Diego Comic, yeah. That's 1,000. No, he probably sitting there. Look, I know he's been in talks for Black Adam for over a decade, like it's been well documented or whatever. I would say that over that span, I guarantee you there's been no shortage of times that Kevin Feige and Marvel had came and said, hey, man, want to put a suit on over here? And he probably said, nah, I'm already, I'm locked in on this. Right about now, at Comic-Con backstage when he got asked that question about Brandon Davis, I guarantee in his head he was like, I didn't sign on for this motherfucking bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he probably, if he even caught an inkling of what Marvel did with their panel, guaranteed he's sitting there like,
why didn't I go to Marvel?
Damn it, you motherfucker! Y'all gonna have to get the I mean, I don't know, but he just seems like the strong personality where he might have cussed some motherfuckers out after that shit was done. Like y'all gonna. Have to
As soon as the camera stopped rolling and he was out from public view,
he said, "Yo, that was embarrassing. Y'all need to get y'all shit together." I wouldn't be surprised if he said that shit because it's as and obviously.
I mean, this guy that stopped all screens in freaking New
Times
York,
Square.
And then he goes to Comic-Con and looks like a fool.
Yeah. Gets asked a couple questions where's
Superman?
He probably knows the answer to the question.
Oh, he knows the answer.
He can't say it. He can't say it, so he has to look like an idiot. He's probably like, no, y'all gonna have to fucking straighten this shit out. Put the info out there so that like I don't get asked a question and look like a dumbass. That's the attitude I'd probably have about it if said thing happened. But
and that comment about it depends on who plays Superman, that doesn't mean that he was being coy about like Henry could come back. Because I mean, it's just not set in stone that Henry's on the books to come back. Even though he knows the answer is his ex, who he works with the XFL, is Danny Garcia, who represents Henry Cavill. So he knows the answer. He knows who's at fault. He knows who's where the pushback is or whatever, where the disconnect is. But he can't say much because you can't really, he's taking the high road and he's not going to trash talk anybody, whether it's the company or his business partner.
Yeah,
it's just a fucking shame that they could not make.
I don't think they want to keep it as a surprise. I don't think that's the reason.
Again, here's another video that kind of shows you what it was like for DC at Comic-Con.
Oh no!
He throws up and he slips it in.
Oh my god! Oof.
Marcus, If that dude ever took a lowercase character like that, I would be surprised.
As Ben Grimm,
I would literally like my eyes would probably pop out of my head. I'd be so surprised
He'd be
he
like,
took a
"Fuck
character.
me, what am I doing in the suit?"
Nah, he wants a dude that owns a fucking comic book. Like it is.
I like the thing, but that would be a major like downgrade for The Rock.
That would be more of like a.
It's actually funny though that The Rock would play
a rock.
A rock.
A rock.
Yeah, that's true.
I just think
Fair point. It would be so funny if it was practical like Shaq from Steel.
Oh.
Oh man, Steel. Holy shit.
It's just a rock suit.
It's just
Yeah.
a rock
Oh
suit,
my
like,
God.
on him and his mouth is fine to move. You know?
That'd be comedy.
Yo, J Money, I have no idea.
And
They
then
have
he'd
yet
have
to
to raise
announce
the
it.
eyebrow.
But if they want to try to get any kind of hype built up for it, they better start announcing that shit soon if it's going to happen. J Money says it's Zaslav keeping DC fandom. I'm like, yo, if you want that, if you are going to do DC fandom, you want people to watch that shit, you
need to
better
hype
start
that shit up
advertising
now.
immediately. Like that shit better drop tomorrow. I better see, DC fandom, fucking whatever date, or else don't wait till fucking August or October and be like, yo, DC fandom in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
then again,
That's
just
another
to
L.
kind of just to drive the point home. It's how can you pass on this? I mean, come on. I mean,
it's just fine.
Yeah.
Foolishness.
when you got
No,
these
it's-
guys
it's-
staring at each other.
Definitely foolishness. It's pride.
Mhm.
You know,
Ego.
it's ego.
Yep.
That's the reason why you.
I mean,
you
look
say
at
no
this
to that.
shot. Looking like badasses. Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
want some of this?
I'm sorry, but like just this right here, dude. I mean, this Marvel would have a hard time matching, this cinematic
Yeah.
look.
Mm-hmm.
All their stuff is flare and bright colors and hugely saturated and comedy galore. But like this right here is like, yo, this is
That's dope.
dope.
Indeed.
Yeah, Drogo says, but this is Hero of Heroes.
Desaad, look at that shit.
The year of the heroes.
And he
Oh,
said, but
God.
this is the year of heroes. They
And
did
you
that.
know what?
Year
No.
of Heroes.
I mean, oh my God, from freaking January to now, they promoted Year of the Heroes, and this is what they did for San Diego Comic-Con.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Like we've all said, I think at least once in this stream, they should have not even showed up. They should have just let Marvel have its fucking panel and just not even do it, and then do fandom in a couple months. And I think they'd be looking better as far as you might have been like, oh, we missed y'all at Comic-Con, but at least they didn't show up and look like some fucking clowns, bro. Like it would have been, it just would have been they weren't there, and then you would have saw them in a couple months. But instead, they got there and got clapped upon once again, and then Marvel did their shit, and then they're going to do it again in a couple of weeks when they have their fucking D23 and all of that other shit that comes with that too, the Star Wars stuff and everything. So like it's
This is sad, dude. How can you just? They had this. Then we said, nah, we have plans.
Yeah.
Batgirl.
Look at that shit, man.
And Blue Beetle. The Flash. Oh shit.
Oh,
It's
they're,
just
gone.
like-
They're gone, just like we saw them leave.
It's crazy.
We're left like
dude.
Darkseid, like what the fuck?
That's crazy. man.
WTF MFer.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, I'm calling to thee. Oh my god. All right, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section below. YouTube likes the interaction. I would love to have you guys' thoughts on who won Comic-Con, Marvel or DC. What did you guys think of Black Adam and Shazam? What did you think of the Marvel panels, which were fire? The trailers, though, were good for DC. I mean, I will say the Black Adam trailer and Shazam trailer were good.
Yeah,
but
that's all they have. That's the only substance
it got
they had.
decimated. It got decimated. And that's what I'm saying. It felt like The Rock pushed the envelope. It's like, hey, we got to get Black Adam at Comic-Con. They said, well, let's just piggyback Shazam on there and see if we can get those guys to show up too. Okay, yeah, let's do it. And then nothing else happened. I mean, they could have had so much other shit to show there. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, no. We're
Walking Dead showed more than DC. Thank you, Jose Hernandez.
They did.
And I don't even give a shit about The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I don't anymore. I
That's
used to
right.
watch it, but I don't watch it anymore. But they still, from what I saw, they gave Matt, and they announced new shows and new movies. Like, what the fuck? They're just like, yo, let's give them all. Yeah. So we're made to suffer, man. We're like fucking C3PO said, man. We're made to suffer, bro.
It's a lot in life.
Yeah,
it's a lot in life. Again, is this what we have to look forward to?
Oh, who did that? Who made this? Get out of my face!
Bro.
Look at Peacemaker.
Look, we had this.
Yo,
this is what we had.
Yeah,
we could have had even more of it.
Oh, dude, who made that shit? It's fire. What is that back there between?
That's
Wonder Woman.
phase 5.
This is DC phase.
Yeah, no, that's phase. That's Wonder Woman. Remember when the sheet of paper hit her in the face?
Oh God, yeah.
Bro,
just looks so bad.
Oh man, this
hadn't he put Black Adam in that shit? Like,
he was like, "Yo, take me out of there. Take me out of there. You already asked me." Some
He's laughing.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, that looks terrible, man.
Oh my God,
who made that? That's
didn't
a
Grace say
edit,
Cavill wasn't showing up to San Diego Comic-Con? I guess the W and the
wow.
She probably did say that.
Anthony is a DC shill. Okay, I think it's about
Beltray.
Beltray.
He said unsubscribe.
It's fucking crazy.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
I almost feel like we should show the trailer again, Ryan. But you know what? I'm gonna wait till Wednesday.
Oh yes, yeah. Wait till Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday. You only got 2 days.
Yeah, I have to wait.
Yeah,
wait till Wednesday.
And it's so sad. You know what I mean? Like this is fucked.
Yeah,
they totally fucked up.
Hey, yo, man, this is another. I guess the only good positive outlook as far as that goes is to look at it as this is another notch, man. We're gaining our bulletproofness when it comes to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
nothing surprises us anymore, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So if they do actually do a fandom and some wild ass shit like the Deadline shit that came out earlier last week, where they were like, "Yo, Henry," we're gonna be like, "Ha ha, suck it, get the fuck out of here." Like it's gonna be like if that, especially if they do announce fandom and it's gonna be like next month. Nothing that they try to say is going to happen. Nobody's going to believe that shit.
I'm sorry, but at the end of December, if an end credit scene in Black Adam or an end credit scene in Shazam doesn't have any connection to any sort of Superman, or they don't even mention him or whatever, dude, he's there is no Superman anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you like Tyler Hoechlin.
That's fucking sad, dude. That is sad to think that there's no more Superman. It's crazy.
It's unfortunate.
There's a Supergirl though coming, which I'm sure she'll do a great job.
I hope it's fire.
Alistair,
it is what it is.
Alistair.
Alistair. Okay, let's go around the horn. Phil, where can they find you?
Oh, Twitter, Vero, Instagram at Unfiltered. You know, same old shit. You can probably find me here most Mondays. You can probably find me on the 4 Nerd Show Thursdays. You can probably find me on the ACS Universe on Fridays. Listen to my podcast, The Eternal Night, as well as Superhero Stress.
Ryan.
Yep. I'm gonna do a live drawing stream tomorrow. So just come by and say hello. That's pretty much it. I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. I haven't decided, but it's been a while since I've done a live one, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay,
you probably should.
Anthony, where can they find you?
At Alistair 2000.
All forms of social media.
Alistair!
And you have to scream it when you type it in.
Bro. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that shit is funny as fucking that movie, but yeah, no, at 2279 ACS everywhere, at _ that for Twitter, and here on Mondays, Thursdays, 4 Nerds, my show on Fridays, World's Finest on Sundays, man. I'm all over. But yeah, it's a pleasure, man.
There we go. And guys, like I said before, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, consider being a member, and join the Patreon to help support the channel. Check out the merchandise down below. We have some Nicotina Show shirts like I'm wearing here. They're pretty cool. They fit great too.
You just remind me of the guy from Wedding Singer. It can move like this,
like this.
Like this.
Also, before we leave, I just want to say, if y'all don't quit catching them, y'all are going to be called L Brothers Studios, L Brothers Discovery. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't quit fucking around. I'm just going to put the L right in your name. Just take the dub out of there because it doesn't belong with you right now. And I'm going to put L Brothers Discovery. So that because that's what you're catching. That's all y'all are catching right now.
Warner Brothers, you've been warned. Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Yes. Your W has been revoked, bro.
Yeah,
Until
right.
you guys start actually earning W's, you just I can't.
LBD.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
We'll see you guys next time.